Gabagool.
Gabagool. No, my beeps.
Gabagool. I barely know her. Hi there, folks. Welcome to session 35 of Fathoms Below. I am your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube. And with me today we've got my lovely cast, my amazing cast, my beautiful cast, my possibly about to die cast. We have got Selkie Cove, we've got Just Kyle, we've got that one Warlock, we've got Madness Diamond 2.0, and we've got Lawless Ares Cosplay. Now, here's where things get fucking wacky. Last session, we started, and then, well, Scotland has this thing that happens in summer, where the gods decide that we're not allowed warm weather unless we have storms. And so, the internet decided not today. So if you caught any of the stuff that was there, we would kindly ask that you ignore it, because we are going to start again.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. It was a mild hallucination brought on by, well, pretty much just insanity. So yeah, we're going to just ignore it, and we are going to start from the beginning. We're going to start afresh. But what I will do is I will ask my lovely cast members if they can remember what happened the session before, so we can again have a recap. So, without further ado, do any of you guys remember what happened the session beforehand?
I mean, we got a lot of people got like mind melded in this crazy dark place we're in, and now we're attacking each other.
We also said temporary, potentially, the long goodbyes to Shelley. We left them with Atlan, and we went down into the depths. We found the most dumbass of dumbass campsites in the depths that is so stupidly placed and so terribly set up that it could not be a trap. That person's just dead. They have to be dead, right?
Right.
We are currently speed running to Deep Heart, which means that Feather is currently, for lack of a better word, magically inept, yes, because he's been overpowering himself to basically turn into this giant creature. So we're currently cherry-pick carrying him via loose. Malith is with us, and the party went to investigate these ruins that we found nearby. Because, we were like, oh, let's do the archaeology thing. There was a discussion between Marisol, Reaver, and a few others, basically like, do we leave some people behind to go investigate? Do we all go together? Marisol decided we all go together as a group. And then, the three melee people, the three people that are terrifying to be in close combat with, yeah, all three of them got mind controls to be told, hey, run to the center of town, bring them in, there's danger, come get close. And then we found what was doing the mind control, which I can describe as only just an eldritch abomination that has a sideways face, and by sideways I mean vertical. It has an extra arm and extra tentacles, and then it's just some weird eldritch Sicalian, I don't know fucking what.
It looks like it's some form of corrupted Sicalian that has been overcome by something.
Yeah, it's gonna die.
I love the confidence.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna kill it. It's just, am I gonna die with everyone with it? I don't know.
6 to 1 odds, that's Luce's mom.
I will divorce you.
Damn.
Love you.
Be damn!
Reaver managed to break free from the mind control at the very last second, but the order is currently for kill them. And as a party, we have discussed off session the comfort levels that we're going to go on with on that.
We have indeed.
But
yeah, that was pretty much it, and we were beginning with combat. So it is on that note that I do ask you all, if you could please do me the greatest of honours and roll me initiative. Kyle, remind me, does your creature go on your turn?
Yes,
you?
in tandem with me. In tandem.
In tandem with you. Okay, awesome. That stat block is coming to you in a moment. It's just taking its time loading its ass up.
All good. Alright, so give us that nat 20 and just eat him. Just eat Tom, do it.
You bet.
I mean,
It's ironic
I'm
you
not-
mentioned a nat 20.
I'm not saying that I'm cheering for it, but if somebody does swallow someone, I will absolutely, definitely not reward you for it. It's a lie. I will 100% reward you. Somebody swallow someone.
I'm gonna work out how to do that.
Bet.
Right.
Just who's it gonna be?
Kyle, remind me, your mount has to be a large creature, am I correct?
Yes, it has to be able to basically be a mount for me. So
I
yes.
thought so. So it's coming to you once I find your name. There you go. This is the stat block. Do not feel that you need to adhere to the appearance. The appearance is yours to describe. Okay?
Okay. I assume I'm not getting the bottom thing, and I'm okay if I don't. The bottom action option.
No, the bottom action option is definitely within there. You do still have to adhere to the recharge.
Absolutely fine.
You need to roll 5 or 6 on the recharge.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
absolutely fine.
But again, you feel free to describe that in whatever way you see fit. Okay?
Oh, absolutely.
You have complete control over its physical appearance. That's just the general stat block.
Okay.
Alrighty, now I go to my... I need to roll. You know, that would kind of help if, I roll these things. Right, I need that for him. I need this dice for him. And then I guess I'll just use... Oh wait, no, I got new creepy dice.
Good dice.
I got so much dice from Birmingham, like it's unreal. It's absolutely ridiculous how much.
Of course you did.
The lovely and amazing people who own Call of Cthulhu gave me the Cthulhu dice set for free. So I have those.
Nice.
So I'll use them. Cool. Right, so that's for him, that's for Malith, and that's for Feather. That's cocked. Okay, cool. Okay, did anybody get above 25? I know somebody got an at 20.
Oh.
Nobody got above 25? Sweet. Did anybody get between 25 and a 20? Awesome. Cool. Marisol, what did you get?
22.
22. Ariel?
22.
22 with
I
a
was the nat 20.
means you go first.
Mine was actually also a nat 20.
Hey! Roll
okay,
these.
so that would then be that would be both of you roll a d20, see who gets the highest.
Okay.
I love this. What a way to start off.
I know, right?
What a way.
What a world. You got a 14.
I got a 9.
Okay, so Luce, what did you get?
23.
Damn!
Okay,
19 plus 4.
so we are starting with Leluce. I nearly wrote Leluce there. That was Ariel and Marisol.
YD.
I hate you. You ruined my life. How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there. Okay. Who got between 20 and 15? What did you guys get?
I got a 19.
19?
So did I.
Okay.
Hey!
What's your modifiers for it, everybody? +3 for you, +4 for you.
Yeah, even with me rolling high, I'm still going to go last, and I'm okay with that.
So that would be... Okay. And then coming in on the rear, we have Everybody's favourite disappointment, Malith. What did you roll for initiative? I'm a super impressive combatant, and I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, buddy.
Mallet!
I know, right?
Listen, he was hardly going to be that useful in combat, and if he's mind controlled, that's still a benefit.
It is a benefit.
That is a benefit.
It is a
So, a reminder, people, that Feather is useless in this. He will only be able to take the actions of dodge or dash, or disengage. That is what he can do. He has no capability for casting spells. Okay? So,
Not even cantrips.
I'm about to say, not even cantrips.
It is less of he doesn't have spell slots and more like he has magically wiped himself the fuck out.
Gotcha. Damn.
He's magically wiped himself out. So, we go to Initiative 1. Luce, you're up first. Ariel, you are on deck.
flashback. What's happened last time? I'm just gonna do the same thing I freaking did last time. Drop feather. Bonus action. Pull out tooth.
Okay.
Reckless. Who swings at him?
Okay. You swing at Feather. You are attacking with advantage as he is prone.
Yep. Kyle, will you do my math for me? It's painful.
Always. Give me the numbers.
Cool. Tooth is a +6 to hit, and I rolled a 15.
21.
Okay, 21 to hit.
Yes. You managed to
Okay.
hit the wizard.
Yeah, I know. I had him last time too.
Probably should get a nat 20.
I got not 20 last time. It's bad. 17 +6.
23.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll that damage real quick because I didn't want to have to do that math again. Which one is the D8? You are the D8. So that first one is going to be 9 points. Nope. Yeah, 9 points of slashing damage. The first one.
Okay.
The second one is going to be 7 points of slashing damage for the second one. So 16 total.
16 total. Okay. Slashing damage, yes.
Yes.
And is that from Tooth?
Yes. The feather doesn't bleed.
He doesn't. You are absolutely correct. The saving grace, my boyfriend is a corpse.
And his dust. Yeah. Bonus action was to pick up 2, so I can't rage, so that is my turn, and I'm reckless, so any attacks against me now have advantage on me
They do indeed.
for the rest of this turn.
And you are raging. You're not raging yet. You can't.
I'm not raging
because
yet.
you used your bonus action to draw. Okay.
Correct.
So, that is you used your action. You've swung twice. You did 16 slashing damage with that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, you slam this axe into Feather. He takes 84 damage. He did have 4 temporary hit points. So that crashes them out of the way. And then he takes 12 from that. So he goes to this. And as he's on the ground, and you guys are all going to see
Bless you.
as this creature descends and it gives the command to kill them, you guys just see Feather get dropped and Luce draw this axe, bring it up and bring it down into, I mean, if he's dropped like onto his back, she's essentially cleaving into his like chest with this axe.
It's basically like you swing down / up and then bring it back down. Is pretty much what the motion is
Yes,
for that
it's-
like double hit.
Definitely not a pretty sight.
Nope.
With that being the end of your turn, we are going to go to Ariel. Now, Ariel, could you remind the people at home, did you succumb? Oh wait, sorry, no. The end of your turn, Luce, you get to make the wisdom save. You're not
At
raging.
the end of my turn? What?
Yeah, at the
Okay,
end
cool.
of your turn, you get to make the wisdom save to get out of the.
Is this charm magic?
I
'Cause
guess,
I had-
I guess on a technicality. Yes, because you did roll it with advantage when you made the save.
Last time. It's half deep sea elf. 14.
14, unfortunately, you are still under the effects.
Damn. Rest in peace, my boyfriend.
I'm already dead!
Yep.
Yeah, so after that, thank you very much, Alice. You're still under the effects, therefore you still have to follow the commands to the word given by this creature. Ariel, it goes to your turn. You are next to Malith.
Being grappled by Echo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Now, because like
Echo
my
has a hold
arms
of
are.
you.
Yeah, my
Echo
arms
has
are.
everything.
Can I move my
Sorry, we got a follow in. It just made the water noise in my ear. Can you repeat that, please?
Does Echo have like grappled onto my feet?
So the way I specifically described it, because I described exactly how Echo was holding, Echo has Ariel's arms, has wrapped their wings around Ariel's chest and face, and has the buckle cones kind of around the mouth and neck.
Okay.
Giving you a big
So
old smooch.
Yeah, give me a big old smoochy smooch. Okay. Is because if I remember correctly, the ones of us that are, or the ones that are charmed, and the ones that are being held by those that are charmed, are kind of clustered around.
We are
Yes.
all within 5 feet of each other, except for I think Reaver
And
Okay.
Marisol is
Remember
currently on
Marisol.
my pet.
is on.
Can-
Yeah.
Can I? This is gonna sound. I'm gonna try some fuck shit. Can I reach my leg over and grab like Feather's like shirt with my toesies?
I tell you what to do, right? Cause I want to see this shit, right?
There's a plan.
So first off, this is going to let me decide if you can, right? Roll me an athletics check.
Could I, by chance, persuade you, kind soul, for acrobatics?
I'm feeling generous. I'll allow acrobatics. Right, so make me an acrobatics check.
That's love that.
Has Ariel been doing the yoga?
16. He has been training with Malice, so he's kind of limber.
So on a 16, I'm going to allow you to make the attempt. However, it's going to be a straight up dex roll. No
Okay.
additions, and it will be disadvantage. Right? You're trying to grab hold of a specific thing that's attached to somebody with your feet. So,
I'm just trying to like get him.
oh right, okay. Well, either way, it's still going to be a dex check standard with disadvantage. But I will allow it.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So 15.
15 was what I was looking for the DC, so I will allow it. You're able to grab hold of him, okay? Now what I'll do is, because you're technically interacting with... technically he is an object, his corpses are objects. He's also the object of Luce's affections.
Okay.
That's the
Not
rule
right
I'm
now.
using. So what I will do is, jokes aside, I will allow that to be your bonus action, to interact with him.
Perfect.
So what's your action going to be?
Action. I'm going to mutter, like, fuck. And I'm going to cast Dimension Door and take Feather with me and teleport directly behind Reaver.
Okay.
Reaction Mage Slayer to get a hit on him. He's within 5 feet of me.
He's within 10 feet of you.
He's within 5 feet of me. If he's touching Feather. Because
Because they were all being pushed together by
we are
Echo.
clumped together.
So you will get a Mage Slayer attack made against you.
Totally fine.
I'm still reckless. That's a natural 20, buddy.
I might not have to kill you.
Hey, worth it to get the wizard away from the charmed girlfriend.
Does a 24 hit? or 27.
You know.
What's my
Last I checked. Yeah. That's gonna
26.
hit.
Okay. Ryan, would you like to explain again what you're rolling on natural 20 is? That's for damage.
Yes,
please,
of
and
course I
thank you.
will. What you do at this table, we believe that critical hits should feel like critical hits. So, yeah, here's how that works. When you hit with a critical hit, you will automatically deal the maximum possible damage on that hit. That includes anything like additional modifiers from things like a Bloodhunter's Crimson Right, Divine Smite, Sneak Attack, anything like that is also included in that. You deal the automatic max plus your modifiers, and then you roll any dice that would actually be used and add that to the max. So in this instance, you're using Tooth, yeah?
It's 1d8 plus 3.
1d8 plus 3, so you deal automatically 11 damage. Then you roll a d8 and add the result to the 11.
Okay. 17 total slashing damage. I need you to make a con save for lead.
Okay.
Yeah, that passes. But if Dimension Door is a concentration spell, you now have to you have disadvantage on the saving throw to maintain that concentration. So I don't know how Dimension Door works. I don't have that on any of my characters.
Just teleports.
Yep, it's just a teleport.
Got it.
Just a teleport.
Yep, it's not concentration, it's instantaneous.
Cool.
So yeah.
Okay, so Echo, you are encroaching over Ariel, and then suddenly there is nothing in your grip as Ariel dips the fuck out, taking Feather with him. Ariel, that's your action, your bonus action. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, as soon as me and Feather are by Reaver, I'm just gonna like press against Reaver's back so that he knows I'm there. You said charmed magic. What's the plan for that? What's going on?
I unfortunately wouldn't be answering because I'll be focusing very intently on something. And I'll let that know I'm looking to see if that thing is singing.
Okay. We'll allow that to be a thing that happens at your turn. Okay. Then in that case, that's everything for you, Ariel. You'll receive your answer from Reaver on Reaver's turn. We move on then to Marisol.
Nice. Okay, and I just want to be clear because I don't have dark vision. There is a light source here. I can see what's going on.
There is not.
The only thing you can see, because glow.
You will see 5 foot of dim light coming from Echo.
Hello.
Right.
That doesn't help.
and it's currently flashing like sirens coming for you. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Yeah, the only light you can see is now giggling, so, you know.
Well then, I guess, I do have the light cantrip. Can I make a pet that I'm riding glow in the dark as my action so I can see?
Technically, the light cantrip is you touch a thing. Like you can touch a person's face and make it light up.
Okay.
My party on Fridays like to touch the satyr's horns with the light cantrip. But yeah, you can definitely light up the thing that you are currently sitting on. It will glow intensely.
I cast light on my knuckles and crack them like a glow stick.
As a bonus action, I like to reload my fists.
Are you a monk?
Whoa, shit!
Yes, but
Don't
I'm
fall
gonna
off the
cast
chair.
light so I can see what's happening.
Okay, you're casting light on the steed that you are currently sitting on.
Yes.
Okay. Reaver, your summoned steed is suddenly bright as fuck. And yeah, at this point, I'd say the entire courtyard, ruined area that you are in is illuminated. You can see now, Marisol, with excruciating detail what lies around you. And the rest of you can as well, as a lot of the things that are here blend into the black and grey that you guys see with dark vision. There are bodies all over this place, desiccated bones. Evidently, this thing has been using this area to lure people for quite some time.
Hate that. Okay. And then can I bonus action my spiritual weapon? Because now I'm scared.
You can indeed. Remind us, what is your spiritual weapon at this point?
It is essentially a scythe made out of dilapidated pirate ship
That
parts.
was it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you summon this scythe, crashing in, it crashes into the field. As part of summoning that, you can make an attack with it. So, would you like to make an attack?
I would like to make an attack. I would like to attack the big thing descending from the ceiling.
Okay.
That's very scary.
Roll to hit with your spiritual weapon.
Smack it.
Hit it.
Check. That is a 25.
That is definitely going to hit.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Right?
4.
I'll follow you anywhere.
That's 4 force damage, isn't it?
Hmm?
That's 4 force damage, yeah?
Oh, 6. 4, 6. It hits 4, 6 damage. Sorry.
Oh, right, okay. So it... Right, so that...
So
6 force damage, yes.
6 force damage, right, okay, cool. There we are. Fantastic. So you summon this scythe, and as it descends, its blade carves into this creature's back. And as it does so, this creature has to make a concentration check. It was 6, therefore it's a concentration of 10. That is going to be enough. With it rolling a 12 on the dice. So, unfortunately, the song maintains.
Oh.
Is that everything for you, Marisol?
That'll be everything for me.
Okay. It then moves on to this creature. And it is going to manifest insanity. It's an action that it can do. Okay? I will read it out to you.
I don't like the words that you just said.
Yeah.
The sight of this creature alone can drive most creatures to insanity. The creature targets any. The creature to this sentence makes no sense. The creature. I'm going to change the wording of this slightly. The creature targets any enemy that is not an aberration within 60 feet of it, and prompts him to make a wisdom saving throw. So, everybody except those of you who are under control must make a wisdom saving throw. Ariel, are you within 60 feet? Because you dimension doored.
Yeah, but I'm right next to Reaver, so.
Oh, geez, yeah, right, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so that means, fuck.
Or feather.
Yeah. Poor Feather.
Reaver. You're safe?
Mine's 13. I need to roll for the pet. Because that counts as its own unit. Wisdom. Cool. The pet gets a 10.
Okay.
That's an insane horse.
It's not a wait till you describe it because it can be seen now.
Oh, yeah.
So on a 13 and a 10, you and your steed will fail. Marisol.
17.
On a 17, Marisol meets it, beats it.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
Ariel
Marisol, we need to stop doing this. I also got a 17.
meets it, beats
Oh, my
it.
God.
And Feather got 12, so he failed.
No! Come on!
Feather!
Reaver, I need you to roll for me a D100
Again.
for you and for your steed. And I'm going to roll a D100 for Feather.
This is going so well.
Oh
Already.
wow. Oh wow.
So well.
It's great!
Okay. So Feather's one doesn't take effect. Feather is immune to fear, and his one was that he was feared. Reaver, what did you roll on the D100?
For myself, 28. For my pet, 14.
Okay. Your pet has aphasia. Your pet starts to babble and make incoherent noises.
Cool.
It cannot cast spells or use abilities which require verbal components. I will say in order to maintain fairness with this, you
Yep.
cannot use that final action until this stops.
Damn, absolutely fair.
Right? For yourself, you rolled a 28.
Yeah.
Petrified! Your movement speed is halved. I know it's kind of weird.
Okay.
It uses the word petrified, doesn't mean the condition petrified, just means that your movement speed is halved.
Shit.
This is going to go on for... Nope, that's the wrong one. This will go on for 3 rounds of combat.
Cool. One thing I want to check for wording. Is it movement halved or I am in permanent difficult terrain? Basically, Despective, ignore petrified.
Your movement is halved. That's the specific wording of it. Okay?
I'll do the math for you for the movement shit. All good.
Okay. Now, there is another effect to this for those that failed. There is going to be damage flung out there. I just wanted to get the number stuff out of the way. So let me roll them damages. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Okay, so everybody that failed that saving throw will take 13 psychic damage. The rest of you who succeeded on it, you will take half of that, which is 6 psychic damage, and you have no other effects. The only other thing it will do is it will use its bonus action to command any who are under its charm. It commands you, and its command in this particular instance that it will use will be no, that one's nasty. We'll just do the standard. It will command you to attack with the intent to kill. That's it. That is the end of its turn. It uses its movement speed to descend to your level, and that will be that. After this creature, it moves to Echo.
Cool. First question before anything else: how far away is Ariel?
Dimension door is 50 feet, but you went to Reaver, so
Yeah. Dimension
Not
door's
that-
500 feet, but yeah.
500
Not
feet.
that
Sorry.
far.
Yeah, you will have moved. If you move to the
20.
opposite side of Reaver, 15 feet.
Okay, that is enough to save you. Okay, so what starts up first is the giggling. The giggling starts up all around, and then where Ariel was once being held, the arms and such open. The buckle cones are still out. That grin is going all the way up the face, and the jaw has dislocated downwards. And Echo's stance is changing as well. Instead of being kind of upright, kind of vibing, honestly, they're crouched. Their arms are up, their wings are out, and their face that has no eyes is locked on where Ariel is. And I am going to need you to make a con save.
That's cocked. I'm rolling fantastic tonight. I love it. That is a dirty 20.
That is enough. You will still take half damage. So what is half of 37?
18, no, 19, if we're going by round-up rules.
18.
Depends on brand.
We round down 18.
Cool, 18 then.
So that is 18 points of necrotic damage. As what ends up happening is Echo casts Blight on Ariel. And they haven't used a lot of like magic. And what happens is the color that usually goes through them to predict their emotions pulses with this green necrotic energy that goes from their shoulders down to the tips of their fingers and outwards almost in a wave before kind of coming back to them as if to be resituated within themselves.
Ow.
Gives me such a fucking shiver.
Your boy's halfway down.
And Echo is then going to where is it? Yep. Is then going to move the 15 feet to get right in front of Ariel and Feather, and is going to wild shape as a bonus action.
Come on now.
I'm in danger.
And they are going to wild shape. Actually,
Yes.
no, they're not. They're just going to get in front of you for now.
Why is that more worrying?
Yep. It really is.
They're just going to get in front of you for now. And with the full grin, they're going to speak to you. And they're going to say, "You're our prey. We won't let you get away." And that's the end of my turn.
I don't like it.
Nope.
Don't like it. Okay, that's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Reaver,
Yes.
come to you now. Now, Reaver, you start with a little something, don't you? A little something
See,
you've got.
I was honest and said, hey, I failed the madness test from the last time. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I was just gonna say, because Selkie ended his turn, does he get
Oh,
roll
jeez,
for
yes, of
charm?
course. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, trust me, I remembered. I'm in danger.
Selkie, if you could please roll me a wisdom shaving the throw.
Crossing all of my fingers
I
from
can't-
you.
from that face, it's not a good roll.
I nat 1'd that shit.
Wow,
Oh.
fuck.
For a total of 9. For a
For a total of 9!
For a total of 9.
Well, I
I'm
can't
just gonna
tell you. We have previously had a 12 rolls for this and did not succeed.
I'm just gonna roll into a ball before I die. It's fine.
Easier to swallow that way.
Yep.
I don't want to
Just
kill my
imagine-
friends.
Yeah. Yes, I held up the honesty room because I don't mind the bullying my characters. I failed at the start when the combat started. as it descended, everyone had to do a madness test. I was the only one to fail it. I kept a note of that, and as we're doing the reset, Bran has said that we will do a reset of what the madness is, but I will keep the madness that something is going to happen. So yeah, what's happening?
Well, I got this lovely, lovely book from the lovely folks at Black Vault called Eldritch, the Book of Madness, and I'm going to use that. And we've already rolled it. It's already been... Hello? Hello, Cheeky. I love how we mention Eldritch Madness and Astrid's like peering in through the door. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
The madness that you've been infected with is an insanity, which is a long-term madness. You feel darkness seep into your psyche, infecting your mind. You become slower, less sure of yourself, and this means that other creatures can take advantage of the hesitation that you have. Creatures that are attacking you gain a +1 bonus to hit you.
I can easily roleplay that.
That is stage
Easily.
one. That is stage 1 of this insanity.
Oh fuck, why do I keep getting the stage things? Cool, good to know.
Hiya, baby. Are you wanting to say hello? Is that what's going on here? Okay. Come and say hello and then back to bed. Okay? Right. Say hello.
Hello.
Astrid, say hello.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi, Astrid.
For those who are worried, she's wearing a nappy. She's absolutely fine. No, you don't get to play with Daddy's stuff. Right, say bye-bye to everybody now. Say night-night.
Bye.
Night.
Okay? Right, now.
Night, Astrid.
Go to bed. Sorry, excuse me a moment, folks.
Always.
Precious.
As Astrid has decided to come and disrupt everything.
And is jumping to reach the handle.
Reaver, think about what you want to do.
Yeah, I've got it cooked.
Okay, I'm back. What did you get?
Insanity, I get
Come on.
+1 to hit against me. Long term. That's stage 1 though. Once again, I've gotten this multiple stage thing.
What if there was if there was ever a time to mutiny against Reaver?
Don't worry, there's going to be a mutiny in my head.
Nothing happened. Bill saw nothing.
I have the unfortunate news, Ariel.
Oh, give it to me.
You're so nicely clumped together with people.
Really
No.
are.
I know.
So nicely clumped together. It's perfect to do something else.
I have a contingency plan for that.
Why didn't you go further away behind me?
I did. I thought you were further away.
Could have escaped.
No. I could have been. That would have been fine. You said right beside me. No, I meant put a block line between us. You should not have been beside me, because now I'm in grapple range.
Ah. It was cinematic.
Great.
Echo killing all of you is about to be cinematic.
I got somewhat of a plan.
Yeah, we'll see if Echo grabs me, we might have problems with my plan. However, Echo seems focused on you, so that's okay.
I'm just gonna keep hitting the big thing.
Good plan. Good
Yeah,
plan.
that is the
Good
plan.
Make it fail its concentration check, please.
That is all I'm trying to do.
Release me from this.
I need to know, Marcel, are you still sat on my pet?
Oh yeah, and it's glowing.
So you're coming with me.
Ah! Adventure.
Well, that
It's like Zuko taking everybody on an adventure for their backstory.
That's rough, buddy.
that's
I
rough,
can-
buddy.
The only option I can try and do is have it basically spiral spin to drop you as it moves. If you want to stay where you are, but I'm going for the fucking horrible thing.
Guys, I got curry.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, you can have it. You can have it drop me. I don't
Go.
need to be that close to that thing. I plan to attack with range.
As you should, bestie. As you should.
For later.
Oh no.
I wonder.
Hi there.
It's
Thank you for being
such a
thank you for being understand there, my lovely players.
It's all good.
So yes, Reaver, you have been infected with what the Sicalians call Ornerai, or the sullen stance.
Cool. Loving this.
What would you like to do with your turn?
So, how far away is Mr. Squidward, as he has now sank to my level?
About 20 feet away from you. He's not far.
Excellent. He's just in my range at half speed. Is he singing?
Definitely, the sound of this singing certainly does seem to be coming from his direction. More than that
cool.
would require a successful perception check.
I just need a direction. Wonderful. I'm not saying this part out loud, but Ariel, you're on your own, buddy. As Echo moves beside me, I'm simply going to say promises. Remember them. And I'm going to go forward. And I'm going to have my Drake, that now, because everyone can see it, they will realize it is a... If you took a maritime serpent and you threw it into the abyss so it got tentacles instead of fins, its tail has split into an almost cephalopod-like with clawed barbs. And it will have 3 sets of jaws, each line above the other.
Cool.
That is my pet. And
His
if anyone's
name
very
is Fluffy.
if anyone's very perceptive, there will be small runes inside its lung, where its lungs would be, on the lining of its mouth. That something might happen with those later. But it's currently babbling, so it can't do that thing. It's going to basically corkscrew spin Bran to dump Marisol while it follows me, and is going to give me a free flank because it can move big.
Awesome. So, Marisol, you have been dumped off of the eldritch snake tentacle horror. Named
That's
Fluffy.
okay. I don't need to be a part of close combat with this thing.
Bonus action. We're gonna begin the chicanery. I'm going to Hexblade curse it.
Okay. There's no saving throw on that?
No, it's just I'm letting you know that I crit on 19's base now,
Okay.
and I do extra damage to it. I now need to check in the tandem if this thing has any bonus actions, because this thing is... I love what you sent me, Bran. It's silly and hilarious, and I just... Oh, so good. No bonus actions, makes 3 attacks. Okay. Its order will be rip, and I'm looking at its throat.
Okay.
And I want it to specifically, with claws and teeth, go for the mouth and around the throat area and just try and tear it as far open as it can. It's a called shot for the pet.
Okay, so the pet is rolling at disadvantage and making 1 attack for its full action.
Yep. I'm just going to try and take its head clean off with just basic weapon attacks, but great weapon master, so I will go for advantage. Not going for the cold shot, but I'll take the -5 to hit from great weapon master, but I'll give that track for you.
So you're not making cold shots, but the creature
No.
is making a cold shot.
Correct. I can roll the creature first for you if you like.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so let me get 3d20s here because 2 claws and teeth. Where is the pet stat for attacks? +7. Okay. Okay. So currently the highest is a 17, and then I have to roll disadvantage. 17, 13, and 14. 17 is the bite.
13, and 14.
Yep.
Okay, the 13 and 14 and the 17 will not hit.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Alright.
So you come in, you lift up this giant blade and you bring it down swinging at this thing. And every time you swing, one of the...
That's not me, that's the pet.
Oh, that's
I've
the
not
pet.
swung yet.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, yeah. That's the bite and then the two...
Yeah, two claws, yeah.
Cool, got you. Okay, your pet leaps in, attempting to enwrap and start to tear at this thing, but for every one of those barbed tentacles that your creature latches on this thing, another tentacle, equally warped and empowered by some form of corruption, wraps, and now they just look like a ball of tentacle tangled up in each other as they constantly have like a flapping match, smacking tentacles away from each other. Now it comes to you. What would you like to do?
I'm double advantage swinging.
Roll, go for it.
What do I...
Did we see the thing in chat? The redeem?
Oh, I did not. I do apologize. Let me go and look.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Butterfly Gaming, can you maybe type in what you're redeeming that for? If that was for the creature's bite, then this changes things. For the cold shot.
The cold
they made the cold
okay.
shot in that 20. Okay, so the creature is going to crit on max damage, which means essentially the max damage of that creature's bite.
Yeah, okay.
Which is
2d8 plus 4.
so 20. It deals 40 piercing damage. Straight up, no roll needed.
Yeah.
Okay, so 40 piercing damage. Fuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You gave me a funny pet.
This was to the head, right?
Yep.
So, I need you to roll me a d6. Potential of ending this combat right here, by the way, guys.
Oh, please. 4.
4, okay, not quite. Your creature's jaws clamp around this entire thing's head. And then your thing, you look at the shape of this creature's head that I sent you, you look at those jaws, you know what this thing's doing, it's doing the death roll. It death rolls, tangled up in this eldritch enemy that you're facing. And as it rolls, you hear that song garble and become like glass and nails being put through what's the word for those things? Those put through a gramophone. And the song is massively, massively warped. With that, what I'm also going to say is it no longer has the ability to make. It has. It cannot be understood. It cannot speak intelligently because of how mangled it is. However, it doesn't affect its vocal cords, so on a technicality, I will allow it to maintain singing if it passes the concentration check. 40 damage was dealt, which means a DC of 20 for the concentration check. With a 15 on the dice, let's have a look at that constitution. And with a
I'm guessing 21?
With a constitution of a +3, that's an 18. That is not enough. The song stops. Luce, Echo, and Malif are now all free from the mind control. But you are now aware of what you did while you were controlled. Yeah, fucking cool. Thank you very much, Butterfly Gaming, for suddenly turning the tide on this combat.
Yeah.
We needed it.
We really needed
For
it.
saving the entirety of our asses.
Much appreciated. I will be
on that-
lenient in your murders on Monday.
You have done me a boon. Now I shall grant you one. On that note, it goes to your turns. So, what is it you're doing, Reaver?
I'm still just gonna keep going for the Great Weapon Master version, but
Go for
advantage because of flanking.
Yep.
Okay, those dice are terrible. That's going to be a 11 on the first hit. That's not going to do shit.
11 won't hit, I'm afraid.
That's better. 18 base, so not a crit. Reaver's weapons plus 7. Yeah, 25.
25 will hit.
Cool. Now to do all the horrible math, and I'm sorry for this part. So, can I have from it, please, scrolling to the thing, a DC 14 con save?
Okay. That's a 10 total, so a fail.
It has disadvantage on all attacks until the start of its next turn.
Oh, lovely. Isn't that just great?
It takes 1d6 lightning damage, so that's 5 lightning damage for that part. That's 1 mark of Storm Strike used. I'm going to absolutely put a second level smite into this guy, so that's... Is this undead or fiend?
Neither.
Cool, so it's going to be 3d8 rather than 48. 1, 2, 3. 7, 14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage.
Yep, from the Divine Smite part. The base weapon is 2d6 plus 14. Reroll 1s and 2s because we're fighting. That becomes 6 plus 14. 20 damage slashing, magical.
20 magical slashing.
And then the Kraken Blade will be 2d8 thunder, which will be 5. And there's my damage.
Fantastic. Wow. What a turn. That was...
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that was definitely something. Well done indeed.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the nat 20. I'm going to rip this thing into sashimi.
69 points of damage
Nice.
total.
Oh, don't you just love it when somebody gets a funny number for their damage?
Yeah.
And that's everything for you, Reaver, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. It now moves on to Malith. And Malith sways a little bit before kind of like screwing up his face, looking around, and then kind of coming to, oh, so that's what was happening. And then he's just going to take that big old flail and take his shield, and he's just going to start swinging. Like, you know, getting the spin on. And he's going to do exactly what Reaver's done. He's going to move in, and he's going to make his attacks. So he gets 2 attacks. No, actually, sorry. First things first, as he moves in, he leaves behind almost like, you know, like when something moves quickly through the water, it leaves behind like almost like trails of bubbles of displaced air. As he moves, he makes one of those, but it forms into almost like a shimmer that looks like him.
He's an Echo Knight.
He's going to manifest
Echo
Echo.
Knight.
Oh.
And then he'll make his attacks. So he as the Echo moves into 5 feet, he gets his 2 attacks, plus he gets 1 attack, using his bonus action for the Echo. So he fails on his first attack. Nat 1's on his second attack.
Buddy!
Ouch.
Malith!
And the Echo, Nat 20s!
Oh, thank fuck.
Isn't it funny when a stream of bubbles does better than you? Okay.
Does!
It's canon for him at this point, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny when the NPC's so bad that a shadow of the person does so much better.
Really, really funny.
It is.
So
I
that
feel
is
so bad
going
for this
to be-
NPC.
That's going to be 19 damage in total. and he comes in swinging this flail around, and as it swings and it latches on, he is going to choose not to hook. He's going to pull the hooks as they bite into the flesh of this creature. He chooses not to have them hook on. He just rips them through. So that is Malif's turn. And that's the... I always find it really funny when Echo Knights get outdone by their Echo. It's just really, really funny. At this point, we move back to the top of initiative order. Luce, it is your turn. You are no longer under this thing's enthrallment. And to remind you, you're 100% aware of what you did while you were enthralled. What would you like to do with your turn?
One, compartmentalize. Is that a free action?
I think that's a free action.
Deal with that later. What do I want to do? I want to do bonus action rage. Now she's fucking mad.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my movement to get up with. I want to get behind this creature.
Okay, more than possible.
Can I just use all of my movement to get fucking behind this creature? I go over it. I go the long way.
I mean, as I remind people all the time, we are underwater here, so the ability to swim over, or in fact, if you were in open water, under, around, whatever, is completely possible. So yeah, you could go over this thing if you wanted.
Cool. I'm gonna go over it, and I'm gonna bring the fucking axe down on it.
Okay.
Hi. Reckless, by the way.
There are currently 3 enemies within range, so you would get advantage anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm still calling Reckless on this. She's fucking pissed. Should 16 plus 6, 22?
Yep.
Yep. 22 will hit.
For a total of 5 plus 3 is 8, so 8 slashing damage.
8 slashing damage.
And a second attack.
Second attack.
Natural 20.
Oh, we fucking love it.
So base 11 plus 7, 18. Yes? Did that math right? Because 11 was what I hit on aerial as
11
the
plus 7
crit.
is 18, yeah.
Okay.
So that's at 18 to attack, yeah?
No, that's the damage because I got a nat 20
Yeah,
attack.
nat 20. So 11 plus 7 is 18, then you roll your dice and you add them onto the attack.
I did that right? I'm confused. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because your rage will get doubled.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why
I
it's a
forgot.
different item.
I forgot to add my rage damage.
Yeah.
So that 8 is a 10 and that 18 is a
No,
20.
that's why it's the plus 7 instead of last time. Because instead of plus 3, it's plus 7 this time. Because rage gets doubled.
Oh, plus 7. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. Oh no, I rolled a 7 on my d8.
Damn.
Oh, okay. So then it'll be
Yeah, I wasn't
11
counting
plus
the
So
7,
here's how it
25.
So it's a d8 plus your strength is a
Yes.
plus 3
Yes.
plus 2 for your rage.
Yes.
So that becomes 13. 13
Yes.
plus 7, which is what you rolled, becomes
Yes.
20. So it's 20 damage
Cool.
in total. You only add modifiers once.
Got you.
So 20 damage done.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then my first hit, which was 8 damage, becomes 10 damage because I didn't
Yes.
add my rage onto
So
that one.
then I'll take off the additional 2 for the first attack. Okay?
And then action, bonus action. Fuck it. I already did it for rage. Do I want to burn it now? Why not? I'm gonna just go ahead and action surge
Let's go.
for 2 more attacks. Ah! Come back here, you. Oh, true. 19?
19 will hit.
Okay. 5 plus 5 equals 10.
10 damage. There's my pen.
And then last attack. Oh, that's just a 14. Yeah, that's all. I'm done.
Yeah, 14 won't hit, I'm afraid.
Done.
Okay, after Luce, we go to Ariel.
How's this thing looking? Just out of curiosity.
Pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly right now. It is... I mean, for the sake of a couple of hit points, I'm just going to say it's in critical condition.
Okay. And Echo's in front of me, right?
Yes.
Does their stance shift at all now that they're uncharmed?
I would say that would be up to the player.
Yeah.
If their stance
Yeah,
shifts the moment the song ends for them.
No, hell no. Not yet.
Okay. Ariel's just gonna look at Echo, and just draw that rapier at his side, and just say, "If I'm prey, then you gotta chase me." And I'm gonna go to this thing, and I'm gonna use my action I'm gonna hit it twice with my rapier. I'm gonna do something new.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And I can hit it twice because of an invocation. Alright, first hit is a... that's a natural 1. You are going into jail.
There are allies within 5. There are allies within 5 feet, so you should be rolling with advantage for melee attacks.
Oh, cool. No. Second one was the 3.
Okay, so your first attack misses. So your second attack with advantage.
Second attack, that's a natural 20.
We love to see it. So, nat 20, so rapier 1d6?
1d8. I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna do a fuckery. And I'm going to spend my very last 4th level spell slot. And I'm going to pump this thing with an Eldritch Smite.
Awesome. For an additional how much damage?
Paladin, can I get some help?
Yep. 5d8.
For a 4th level?
I'm good. Yeah. Because it's 1 above the level, unless it's a fiend, then it's 2.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
1d8.
I'm gonna check. I'll just
1d8 for the rapier plus 5d8 for the smite, which would be a total of 68, so 48 damage at base. I believe with your particular invocation, you use your charisma for damage.
Nope.
Just still your dex.
Dexterity.
So your dex plus 3.
you can use your charisma if you want, because you're a level 3 Pact of the Blade. Oh no, you're Pact of Talisman. Nope. You're correct.
No, I
You're
am Pact of Blade. That's a Hexblade thing.
thought it was level 3. No? Okay.
I just read it over when I was looking up stuff.
So that is a plus 3 on that, so that's a total of 51 at base. Plus 2.
Plus
So
2.
50 at base.
Remove 1d8 before you roll, Tom. I've just checked. You don't get the beam buffing. You get 1d8 per spell level, so you're 48 before level.
Okay, so
So that
in total.
becomes 42 at
42.
base. And then you roll all those dice. So you're rolling 5d8.
Yes. That's Jesus. 8, 16, 19. It is an additional 31 points of damage.
31 additional for a total
Yes.
of 73
73
points of damage.
Mm.
Okay, you move towards this thing, your rapier glittering with that energy that now pulses from it as you make your attacks. When you strike with this Eldritch Smite, the blade drives in, and there's almost like a subaquatic pop as a ball of pressure bursts when you strike with this. And then there's a pulse that comes out from it as the smite acts. Ariel, how would you like to end this creature?
Oh, is this my first? Is this my first kill?
Is it?
I think it is.
Since you gained the capability to fight with a melee weapon, it is your
I mean,
first
even
kill.
before that.
No, you've Eldritch
It's
Blasted
been a
something to
hot.
death.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely first melee. So yeah, as the mist goes up, it's just gonna come right back down and just stab it right through the top of its tentacle head. And then there's that pulse where it's just like the bottom bits of it just goes, and it's just eviscerated from the waist down.
So you leap almost essentially underwater, cartwheeling over this thing, drive the rapier down into its head. You guys would see through the tattered remains of this thing's mouth where Reaver's eldritch sea eel drake thing tore and ripped it apart. You guys see the blade pierce through, and this almost like an implosion effect where the water almost sucks in towards the tip of Ariel's blade and then just pops out. And yeah, from I would even go so far as say less waist, more like upper chest down, this thing just is now a floating red mist, and pieces of tentacle and body split apart. And you guys are officially out of combat.
Yeah. After the kill, Ariel is thrown off balance and is like trying to right himself.
Immediately dropping my weapon and facing Echo in a grapple stance if Echo comes forward.
As you guys leave combat, the full effect of this is now gone, and you are in dead, silent, deep water. What would you all like to do?
How's
No one wants
Echo?
to go first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Echo is. Would any of you believe me if I said Echo was doing fine?
No!
Oh, well,
Yes.
kinda.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I would give you a strange leer.
No, Echo is a very brilliant shade of Viridian at the moment. And they are. When I say their stance changed, they sank further into it. They are just about vibrating at this point. But they don't move. Not yet. That's all.
The rest of you?
Ariel once Ariel rights himself after cartwheeling a couple times, is gonna go over to Feather, and cause he got fucked up. I'm gonna
He's fine.
I'm gonna dump 4 of my healing light into him.
Ariel, because I know how the map's in my head, that means you get closer to Echo. Are you okay if I notice you move? I'm just gonna stop you getting any closer to Echo. Because I know what those colors mean, and Echo is in hunt mode. And I did hear that Echo was like, "You're my prey."
Nom nom.
If you want to continue, I will absolutely take it back. I was just hey,
Oh, no, you're
are
fine.
you okay? But
Oh yeah, you're fine. Noticing that. Okay. You guys
and I'm just gonna call out the word again, promises, and see if that gets any reaction.
Echo? Any reaction?
They don't move?
No moving.
Ah,
that case, can you hand me Feather?
Yeah. I'm going to go and get Feather. And if I get attacked, I get attacked. And I'm going to walk right past Echo while I do it.
Okay.
If they want to bite, they can bite.
Just gonna stand there and wait.
You have a +1 to hit me, because madness.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just lower my AC by 1, Bran, for you to make that easy?
It's up to you. I'll remember you.
Cool.
Everything's got a +1.
Well, you found out the little secret. Because the second that Reaver gets within 5 feet, once Reaver's within that melee range, it is the immediate lash out bite.
What'd you get?
A nat 20.
Awesome.
No, come
Too
on.
many of those. There's too many.
Let's go.
Too many.
So
I know
many.
how much damage that could be.
And that's Primal Savagery specifically.
I know how much damage that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Primal Savagery is how much damage?
2d10 currently.
2d10, so that is 20.
Mhm.
And then you roll your 2d10 and add that one.
Okay. So that is 31.
Jesus.
Reaver, you now have an echo
Yep.
attached to you.
Yep.
The chomp chomp chomp, dealing a massive chunk of damage. Probably part of you is like Echo. You've probably got like a mouthful of like decayed megalodon bone.
Delicious.
It is an action to do this. Yeah, I'm going to, as my action, just crush 20 points to heal back, and then just say again, promises, and not attack. But I'm going to stay and see if they attack again.
Something quick.
I'm not moving. You going to bite me again? We can
Not
have
what
this
I'm
duke
rolling
out?
for. Not what I'm rolling for. Well, not what I'm rolling for yet.
We love the yet.
Ariel, can you do me a favor?
Anything, anything, bestie.
Can you roll me a con save?
On now.
Biggity biggity
Yeah.
blight 2.0.
Sure can. Okay. Okay, so I get a +2.
You could do this. Okay.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. My shit rolled. It just caused Denny to leave.
No, I'm sorry.
We just lost the healer. No. This is the true madness.
What are you talking about? They're right there.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait, for Denny in the interim, I did get my original username back on TikTok, which is nice.
Let's
Yay.
go.
Oh, love it.
There's no 2.0 anymore. It's just Madness Diamond. I got punished for it very quickly. TikTok took my profile picture. I had to change everything again.
Rude.
Fully homophobia during Pride Month.
During Pride Month?
Fucking hell, man. The audacity.
So, we're going to have to lay the beat down on Echo, aren't we?
I mean, you're gonna have to lay the beat down on Echo.
Yeah. I'm probably going down.
They're in work mode.
Yep. No, it's fine.
I'm so-
The dice tell a story. I'm fine.
I
Just
have
this-
a-
this-
I don't
smack
think
of-
you are.
No.
This is
Because-
this is my consequence for getting a cat.
What I haven't rolled for yet, because what Echo just did was Moonbeam.
Oh.
That's got a radius, doesn't it?
5
Yeah.
foot. 5 foot.
5 foot.
Okay.
You can specifically only hit one person with Moonbeam.
5 foot, not true. Not in water.
You can.
Because it's 5 foot radius, 40 foot high cylinder.
Yeah, okay, cool. If you conveniently have a bunch of enemies that act like gophers and stand on top of each other.
Also, it says a point, so depending on how your enemies are lined up, you can hit actually up to 4, because it's not locked on a center of a square. You can put it on the corner of a square and hit all 4 points.
Ah.
We won't do that.
Bloody Butterfly Gaming and a few other players of my games who are druids love doing this. Max it can hit 4, usually it only hits 1, but its main good thing is, hey, burn with radiant damage.
I know that as a DM, whenever I know someone has Moonbeam, I love to make my enemies do what lemmings do and stand on top of each other in a very convenient pile. Hey Marisol, nice to have you back.
Welcome back.
Hi, buddy.
Sorry,
Welcome
little
back.
internet blip happened for a second.
That's all.
You're
Was it
good.
Tiger or Pumpkin?
You're fine.
Well, Tiger's staring at me a little angry looking, so probably Tiger.
Tiger. How
Tiger.
could you?
Buddy.
Tiger!
Tiger during Pride Month, homophobic.
During Pride Month? And a strawberry.
Hey,
That
your
cat
baby.
flopped in such an unnatural way. It just leads me to more evidence to suggest that cats are just eldritch abominations from space.
I believe it.
Yes,
Are you an Eldritch
You see-
Abomination,
she suffers from something known as nerd roperosis. Her bones are made of nerd ropes.
Ah, your cat has the noodle doodles.
The noodles.
Noodle doodle.
Right, so
Selkie.
the damage, Selkie, for the
Fucking Moonbeam.
Moon Abima.
Yeah. So once Echo finishes the attack on Reaver, it's almost this moment of recognition that happens, and it's like, not my target. And Echo's attention shifts. And instead of that, like, necrotic looking green, it is a silver, almost like brilliant light that pulses through them and pulses down to their hands in particular. And that moonbeam only does 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Only 13.
Yeah!
Count yourself lucky.
I'm still up.
I'm still alive.
How do you? You're doing great.
I'm still at a third of my hit points, so I'm good.
You're
Nice!
doing great, sweetie.
Ah!
I'm so proud of you, buddy.
Oh,
Doing good.
Everything's coming up, Ariel.
Everything is awesome. You gotta kill!
Ah!
Gotta kill!
Gonna cost
you
you
gotta
your
kill,
life.
and
That's
you're
just-
gonna die.
And I'm gonna die.
So,
It's fine. Marisol has Revivify.
Echo's called down this beam. Ariel is currently getting deadified. Reaver is casually walking up to a corpse.
I also will say that unlike the blight, the necrotic energy that leaves comes back and just dissipates, the silver stays in the hands.
Ooh. Marisol,
Okay.
Luce, is there anything you guys want to be doing while this is going on?
Hey,
Not lay on my notes, ma'am. Eat those. Go over there. Put on my shield real quick while this is going on. I haven't had that yet.
I can just ready revivify for whatever is about to happen next.
I'm just waiting at this point.
Okay. I will go firstly to Reaver. When you reach Feather. what do you
I'm
do?
not moving. No, I would have not kept moving. When Echo bit, I basically am like when a dog like barks, like snaps. It's that like challenge, like, okay, you bit me. Are you gonna do that again? And I'm just
Right,
staying there. And then when they attacked, when they basically were like, oh, I'm gonna ignore you and attack, I was like, okay, no, you're gonna look at me. So I was waiting to see how that actually. But I'll pass the arrow because I need to know what arrow's gonna do before I react because I'll see the beam go.
Okay. So Ariel, yours up.
Ow. I'm going to walk out of this moonbeam. I'm gonna move just 10 feet, so I'm out of the radius. But I'm also going to, like, move closer to where Feather is, but still have distance between me and Echo.
Okay. So with that being what Ariel does, continuing to move closer to Feather.
Mm-hmm.
Reaver, does that help you? Does that give you a decision on what you're doing?
In answer to the questions, no, and then yes.
No, it does not help me, but I do know what I'm going to do.
Correct.
Wrong narrative choices.
Yeah, you kind of put me in a corner here, buddy, and that's okay. Love Tom, Ariel. Oh boy.
There's a reason.
I know. It's, hey, it makes strong now choices. The door we entered, were there any windows, or is it just that one door to get out?
Yeah, I mean there are. These are Sicalian designed buildings. Quite abnormal that they are built going up. Usually Sicalian buildings built down, but you know they do have windows. They're just not placed as what's the word I would use? They're not placed like how we would place windows, like, you know, blah 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 blah. These are kind of more on diagonals. So yeah, there are, but they're higher up.
Okay. What is my closest get out of this room point?
From where you are right now, the door.
Okay. How far is the door from Echo to the door? Because I know I'm beside Echo.
From where you moved before, you moved quite lateral. So yeah, about 20-25 feet. I'm not going to be on the ultimate specific of like, oh, it's 22 feet away. Between 20 and 25 feet.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So, I'm going to, in my head, because I'm not going to be this stupid, say heal in Abyssal. And my pet is going to get right in front of Echo with the express emotional connection. If Echo even moves anywhere except towards that door, attack and pull them out. And I'm going to say, go ahead.
Just to confirm, you are speaking telepathically.
Yes, I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying in my head to my pet.
Okay.
With the connection. Because I'm not going to rile them up more.
I do need to make a check on something, please.
Oh, fuck.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad.
It's babbling.
No, it's not for the creature. It's for
the madness.
Insert other. No, it's not the madness.
Oh.
Where is? Does it have to be?
Does what have to be? Oh no.
Right, that's all I needed to. I have my answer. Please continue. With
Okay.
What you're doing.
Sure. I'm going to ignore that as a good player in DM and just be like, Anyway, So it's set active is if Echo moves anywhere except in a way to the door, attack, and basically not attack with damage, but grapple and rip them out. Basically,
Okay, so
take them with.
so in mechanics terms, you're giving the creature the order that if Echo moves to hurt anyone, it is to grapple them.
And use their
Grapple
remaining
and
movement to
move.
pull.
Cool.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Fine.
My move is to also hold and get ready to do that grapple, but it is last warning, promises Echo. Work's done. And then my action is being held to grapple. But it's very much a threat. As in, I will go forward.
Echo, we go to you. You have been told work is done.
Yep.
Do you accept that?
With that roll, yes, absolutely. So, almost like a switch just being flipped back off. Moonbeam is dropped. Silver fades from the hands. The stance relaxes. The giggling stops. Buckle cones go back in, mouth closes. Echo doesn't really speak or move quite at that point. But the lava lamping kind of stays. The lava lamping starts back up. It's not just Viridian anymore.
Okay. So at this point, people can now safely access Feather should they wish to.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah. So seeing that, does River give any just like signal or anything that good?
Yeah. The answer, well, not in a direct way. It'll be in a pissed off way, because it'll be to Echo, I want my foot back, and I'm going to Spectre walk out.
Okay. Seeing that, I'm just gonna go for Feather, pick him up, and dump those 4 healing lights into him.
Okay, as you go to do that, he's going to put his hand up. And he's going to wave and he's going to go, won't work. Healing magic doesn't work. As Feather is a lich, normal healing cannot be used on him. Does not work. Specifically speaking, I can't remember the exact wording of it. Basically, he can only heal himself. No, he cannot be healed by outside sources.
Okay.
Basically, with the liches stat things that I'm using from Grim Hollow, there's a specific thing their phylactery does where they can like basically burn souls from it to heal themselves. He has to do that to heal, or he has to rest. He cannot be healed.
Okay. All right. Well,
So he will kind of like, as you come towards him with glowing magic, he will kind of put his hand up and go, I wish you could help Ariel, buddy. Unfortunately, you will just be wasting that.
Okay. Well, let's at least get you up, and I'll drop it and still pick him up and
You help
help
him up,
him.
and you see there was like from the attacks that we made, there's like an actual like hole. There's like a chunk of him missing. You can see inside him.
I'm gonna help him get back to where the group is.
He just kind of pulls at the ruined remains of his robes.
Yeah. I wish I could help on that at least, but it's outside my wheelhouse.
You know, of all the magic that I've learned in my time, you think I would have learned how to mend?
You'd think I'd have a similar problem. I can sew it, but I don't think I got magic for it.
Feather will give a
So-
look round to everybody. Is everybody okay?
As we can be, given the circumstances.
Luce, you okay, buddy?
No. But I want to get the fuck out of here.
Fair.
There.
Is Steed still glowing?
Yeah, and still not moved from Echo.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. So you guys want to leave here. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to investigate it so badly, but now is not the time.
Yeah.
Reaver,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to hear something speak in your mind. This doesn't feel otherworldly. It doesn't feel like, oh, it's yet another otherworld. It feels more like the nudge of telepathy. As a voice speaks in your head and says, how many of you are there?
I'm not in the mood. Are you friend or foe?
That remains to be seen. Is it dead?
You want it bits? Sure, I can give you them.
For now, friend. If you step outside...
I'm already outside. I just have went through the wall.
Oh, okay.
Missing
cool.
half my... Yeah,
If you,
oh yeah,
if
no,
you
it was
went,
Echo
if you
said...
went through the wall, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was Echo, I want my foot back, and then I'm leaving because I'm not in a good mood.
So as you went through the wall, you would see, like, you know the path that you guys came up to get towards this, or I say path, the avenue of houses and this ruin of a village that you guys came up through. At the edge of that, maybe about 80 feet away from the front door of this place, there is floating, like kind of almost like treading water. There is a figure. Doesn't look massively imposing, maybe about 5'9", 5'10" in height. Deep blue skin. You can make out the bare traces of like bioluminescence flickering across their skin. So instead, what I'll do is I'll change that, and what they say is, do you have a healer?
Do you need healing?
I would be welcoming of any healing you have.
How do you kill?
By doing what we're doing right now, but louder.
Cool, can't have you disarm yourself. We have a healer.
If it's being a threat that you're worried about, I don't need a weapon to be a threat, but I am no threat to anyone right now. If you send somebody out, I'll be happy to hand them my weapons before I enter. I just need
I'll send something.
I'll just need somebody to patch me up, and I'll be on my way, like the darkness at dawn.
I'll send something and tell the others of your predicament.
I appreciate that.
And then I'm just still looking at just float back in.
Okay.
Out loud, because I know the head thing,
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna say to my steed, fetch. And it will know what I'm thinking of that. And then I'm gonna say to the party, there's someone outside.
For fuck's sake.
Enemy?
Kill him?
They want us to heal them and they'll leave. They say friend because we killed whatever the fuck that was.
They a Sicalian?
No, they're definitely not Sicalian. You can't tell what else, but you know they're one of the bipedal races. They are not
Cool.
tentacly.
2 legs. Bio stuff.
I got 2 legs. Fuck it. Alright, well, they're probably not from here, because this is Scalian ruined village. I say fuck it. Just Marisol, whoever else got healing shit, it's up to y'all.
Captain, do you want to handle this, or I can do it?
I'll handle it. That's not to put anyone else in harm's way any more today.
I mean,
I'm gonna come with you.
yeah,
You're not going by your
No, I
damn
know.
self.
you're just as important. We don't want to put you in harm's way either.
While you guys are discussing this, Reaver, your steed comes back and drops at your feet. A multitude of different weapons. None of them they call that massively impressive. There's a longsword and a fairly detailed sheath. There is 2 daggers. They look more. I guess I would actually say they're, to be 100% honest, I'd say they're more like short swords. You know, like Legolas's hunting knives. They're technically knives, but they're short swords. 2 short swords and what appears to be a circlet of some kind. You get a definite feel of psionics coming off of the circlet.
Okay.
That's it.
Marisol, they killed with their mind, by the way, apparently. So,
Great. Perfect.
So who's going out to meet the who's going out to meet their friend?
Yeah, I'm a. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Before Luce goes with Marisol, she is going to pull the phylactery from the shield, because it's on the inside of the strappings. Walk past Feather, put it to his chest, and look him dead in the eyes and say, "Sorry," and then leave.
Okay. What's your AC?
My AC 19.
19. Okay.
Please
You
hit me.
you turn and you walk in. Not because of the damage you took, just because of like how sheerly exhausted he is from like the magical output. It does kind of like go as if to like grab onto you, like as if to like nah stop, like. But you'd move way too fast. He just kind of like fumbles a little bit in there, and then just kind of like, okay.
I perceived that he was trying to stop me.
What's your passive perception?
13. It's
13.
the group passive
I mean,
perception.
you rolled a 4 on that, so I'm going to say yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
She will just stop, heel turn to him, put a finger up and say, "Later." And point towards Marisol and say, "We're going?"
We're going.
And then go out first, and then let Marisol follow.
Okay. So while you guys are heading out, I want to finalize Echo, Reaver, Feather, and Ariel, and then I'll come to you guys. Okay. So, Reaver, you're doing your whole thing there with the weapons and such. I want to start with Echo. Okay. Echo. A new person is here. What do you want to do with that, if anything? Or is there anything you want to do while you're inside this building right now?
There's a few things that Echo wants to do
Okay, cool.
and is going to do. The first of which actually happens before, because I need to confirm something actually. Then through the wall, which means use Spectre.
yes.
Cool. Before Spectre actually gets back, Echo brings over the chunk that they took back to Reaver and actually puts in healing. Specifically, 20 points.
Let's go. I'm almost back to full.
I will say that that's enough to put it in and like reattach it. So it's a bit loose, but over the course of time it'll rebond. Recalcification is a thing.
So, by the time Spectre gets back with the news, the part has actually been put back, and Echo Echo's chilling a little ways off, kind of picking through viscera at the moment of this creature. And mildly, for lack of a better term, even though Echo doesn't have eyes, mildly side-eyeing Reaver's pet. Over there. And then when the information comes back that there are people outside, and said pet goes out to get weapons and such, Echo actually moves back further into like a shadowy, secluded area behind something. Not too far away, but definitely tucking themselves away. And that is all they're doing.
Okay. We will go then to Ariel.
Not there.
Tom's not at their desk.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was not looking at the. Okay, so in that case, we'll go then to Reaver.
I'm just going to point to Malif and go, you know this shit. Anything tells you from this? And then I'm just going to look at the pet and say, follow. And I'm going to point at Marisol and Luce.
Okay. So it moves its way out with them. When you say that to Malif, are you talking about the weapons?
Yeah, basically, like, because he's... oh, God, I'm going to remember the thing. Deep Tide?
Oh, yeah, he's a member of the Deep Tide. Yeah.
Basically, like, he deals with, like, weapons. He deals with, like, all this kind of stuff. Like, he might know something. I'm just like, I don't deal with the politics down here.
He'll definitely look over the weapons. I'll roll that for him just now. Oh yeah, easily. So he looks them over. He looks at the two short swords and he's like, "Well, those are deep health make. I tell you that for one. They're good. They're good quality as well. No common foot soldiers walking around with them. They're specially made. I have no idea what that circlet thing is. You know, that's a whole other ball game. That's not my level of expertise. He's going to go the sword, and he picks the sword up and he pulls at it, but it doesn't come out the sheath. He's like, I'm going to guess it's broken.
My boy.
Alright.
And he just kind of chucks the sword back onto the ground and he's like, whoever's using these things, one, I understand why they have two short swords, because their other sword is broken. But they seem to be somebody that knows what they're doing. If they're having things like that. Unless, of course, they just found them on someone. That's about all I can tell you for now.
You got all that, Captain? But they still said they can kill with mind, and they basically talk in your mind and scream really loud, is what they told me. So, don't know how to beat that, but I'm guessing it can't be much worse than, you know, what I just did to, and then point to that and Ariel. Just take their head off, Luce, is what I think if they cause problems.
All right.
That makes sense. Also, are we going to address the dragon thing that do you have suddenly?
Do we need to?
Honestly, it's not the strangest thing we've seen.
It is not the strangest thing, but it's yours. It follows your orders.
It's me. Think of it that way. And I'm just going to point at you. Example, guard. And it's then going to just go right behind Marisol and guard.
Perfect, that's all I needed to know.
Okay. Ariel, anything you would like to do while we are still inside the building?
Yeah, actually, I'm a set Feather like to like sit down and take a rest and be like, "Are you good? Do you need anything?"
Not right now. He's gonna look down, kind of like still like a little bit of bewilderment at the fact that there's like a hole he can see inside his chest, and he's like, I think I'm gonna need a needle and thread at some point.
I think I have some of those. We'll get you patched up when we rest.
Yeah, that would be handy.
Stay in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna provide backup as much as I can.
Go. I can flail at something if it gets too close. Don't worry about me.
I mean, you say that, I worry about everybody. And I'm gonna head out with the gals.
Okay. So with that, we move to outside. Outside, Marisol, Luce, Weird, Eldritch, Sea Drake, and Ariel. As you guys move outside, this figure has now went to a position of leaning against like a building, clutching like their lower abdominal region, and just kind of like slumping down a little bit. And they kind of just give like a kind of wave.
Before Luce and Marisol head up, I'm just gonna, it's in a hushed tone. Do we want to try and talk to him while this is healing has happened, just so we can get information?
No, you always try to fucking talk to people. It's just heal person, and then we can talk after they're not actively probably dying.
Okay.
Please. Captain.
Yes.
Do what you do second best. First thing you do best is just being yourself, but the second best thing you do is magic.
Thank you very much. Alright, I will approach this person. Hello. I heard you are in dire straits, I believe.
He waves weakly and says, "Hello, I'm not in the worst of situations, but for where I have to go, I am definitely in a bad start."
Alright. Well, we can certainly do something about that. Use a second level cure wounds for 16 points of healing on him.
He audibly like sighs in relief, and as you use cure wounds, you watch as like the wounds in his lower abdomen, which he's wearing like leather armor, like straps of leather armor, and as you cast this, you watch as like the flesh knits back together, and he kind of grits his teeth at that because the area around wounds gets warm, so if that was to happen very quickly, it would be burning, like it would feel incredibly warm as it heals, and it kind of does that kind of like as it heals together, and you watch as it pushes out some kind of maybe like signs of infection or whatever, as this green is pushed out of the wound and dissipates out into the water until there's not a mark left. And he sighs in relief when it's over. And he pulls the scarf down from his mouth to get like a better breath in and stuff.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Unbless you.
Bless.
The power of Christ
Take a
compels you. To show like a deep elf.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. And he
Thanks.
says, "Ah, you have no idea how thankful I am for that."
That's enough.
I can't help it. Allergies are kicking my ass right now.
Stop that.
Allergies
Stop
are.
it.
All right, who's next? Pass it around. Come on.
Yeah, he
Feel
will.
bad because I had one loaded and it couldn't come out and it just teleported to Bran.
He will. He is incredibly grateful for the healing that you've given. And he
Well,
said,
I'm glad I could help someone in need, but also, who are you? We have run into a lot of others down here.
for my safety and for your own, it's best if names are not passed along. The thing in there. Did you kill it?
Extremely.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you for one more favor?
I suppose.
And he puts his hand out. Would you help me up?
How fast does that hand move? Because the rule was guards. And Marisol, when I mean guard, that thing will be an inch away from your side at all times.
I would see guard as like when he makes an obvious show of doing something offensive. He puts his hand out like this, like he's asking
okay.
for a hand.
Just in case it was a hey shot move, because remember this is a part of Reaver.
Yeah,
Reaver has a threadbare let's fight move.
yeah. This is definitely a. He's asking for you to take his hand and help him up, or
Okay.
at least that's what the movement suggests. The movement does not belay any malicious intent.
We'll take the hand and help him up.
Okay. You help him up to stand, and then he kind of rolls out rolls out his torso, and like stretches to make sure like his lower torso stretches fine. And when it does, he kind of. Are any of your colleagues still inside there? Because if she's dead, I have to look around.
They are. I don't believe we want to linger too long in such a terrible place. Is there something in particular you are looking for?
Nothing of major import. A key.
Very well. Did you come down here with others? Or is it just you?
There were others.
Did that thing take them?
No. I wouldn't have came here if any of them were alive. No, they were killed by silly mistakes.
How unfortunate.
Unfortunate is just the standard array down here. I can wait until you are all out of there if you prefer. I understand meeting strangers in a weird place can have your hackles up, so I'm more than happy to wait while you do what you have to do and leave.
It might be for the best. Some of our party members are a little rattled.
I understand. I'll happily wait for them to be done before I go and conduct my investigation.
Very well.
I appreciate your help, though.
Of course. That is my job.
Luce,
And-
how close are you to Marisol? Or do you come, like, right up with them, or do you maintain a bit of distance?
I'm on the other side. The weird steed is not on.
Okay, cool. So there's something in between you and the person.
There, like, if person is here, Marisol is here.
Okay.
I'm assuming the steed is over here and Luce is over here.
Right, okay, cool.
Possibly.
Cool.
That's how it is in my brain. That's about where I'm at.
Okay. With that being said, because obviously Marisol was moved right up to them, and obviously to do their healing thing. So with that being the case, they've also like pulled down their mask and their beaver. You can see they're a deep elf. They're familiar to you.
Oh God! Damn it! Why?
Well,
Which member of the harem is this?
for legal reasons, I have to reiterate this cannot be a member of the harem, as you're looking at your dad.
Damn it!
Obviously, he can't recognize you.
Fuck. Cool. She's just...
I can't believe we're dealing this much emotional damage to Luce at once.
Right?
Listen, I just want it put out there right now. This is where you guys decide to go. I'm just like, oh, what's nearby? Oh, look, that. So you guys
Oh,
chose
boy.
where to enter the Black Ocean. I went, okay, they went in there. What's around about? Oh, look, weird singing. We should see if that attracts things. And it did. And what else is nearby that? That. So I'm not the one lining up the trauma. Okay? Your guys' choices is lining up the trauma.
I understand, but holy shit.
Wait, I have something perfect for this.
Aren't you glad I didn't just kill it?
Yes. Ah, I would have to play a new character. Bran, tell me high or low.
Do I have any form of context?
It's just the reaction that we're gonna get because she's probably trying to process that this is her fucking father and she's only seen him in a
Oh.
goddamn dream.
So you hi.
Thanks, Ace Ventura.
Cool. 13, so it's above a 10. We're gonna have a good reaction to this. It's gonna be bad for me, possibly. She just hugs him.
Okay, so you, by this person's perception, a stranger has just tackled him and hugged him.
Yes.
You feel almost like in reaction. His body doesn't do anything, but like you suddenly feel it's almost like hundreds of little psychic knives just like poised around your psyche.
That's fine.
Like, imagine if you could get pins and needles, but for your psyche.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. It's doing that to your mind, and and it just like freezes. And then when he realizes you're hugging him, there's a sudden like, imagine it like a grip. Like it doesn't like just disappear. It's like, you know, like it comes off really slowly, and he's like, I mean, I'm not used to this level of reactions that I'm okay from strangers. But hello? And he's going to look at Marisol like, is this normal?
Marisol is gobsmacked. Marisol is just like, well, this has never happened before.
Ariel's behind him like a good 5 feet and is just like,
You just feel a pat on your back, Luce. There?
Mord and Glimmertide, I thought you were dead.
Did you... What?
At that point, they're suddenly back intense, and the playful attitude in his voice disappears. How do you know that name?
Just gonna basically. Am I taller than him? He's just 5'10".
You're probably about height-wise with him.
Okay, cool. She's just gonna draw back and really just look at him with her head cocked to the side.
Literally, as you look at him with your head cocked to the side, when your head cocks, his head cocks.
You don't recognize me.
Am I supposed to?
Oh, alright then. And she's gonna fucking leave. She's gonna go back to Reaver.
He's dumbfounded for one, shocked, and he's just like, if I did something to offend your friend, I have no idea what I did. But
I'm trying to think,
I'm going to have
Sorry,
to
go ahead.
ask how they came across that information. Because depending on how they came across that information could depend on directly how safe you are being around them.
Has Luz told us her full name before? I feel like she has, but I wanted to double check. Yeah. Okay.
You guys, I think, were privy to her yelling at Mallet
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
about
oh my god.
keeping
Yeah.
family name information away from her. And
That's
getting
right.
internally frustrated after the mental facilitated conversation with Feather. Like between using Feather as basically a proxy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of just like this entire trip post, the Sunken Monk the first time. It has been like, he won't fucking tell me about my family. He won't fucking tell me about the Glimmer Tides because it's not his place.
Okay.
So if you guys can connect the dots, it's up to you.
Yeah.
But it's been a thing I've been saying.
The quote is for what the party know. I know that Reva's been told it from a conversation with
Yes.
Drift, as in I've heard the name. But the quote I know that the party have heard is, when you're referring to that, is, "Oh, you won't talk about my family, but you'll talk about his." And
Yes.
pointed to Ariel. That's what the party knows. Malin knew something about the family, so you can maybe draw on that line.
Yeah.
And
I
then
know.
you were also privy to the whole info dump, lore dump from Adelan about
That's
Luz
right.
figuring out
That's, ooh.
that the reason why the Glimmer Tides are so special.
Mhm. That's right. Thank you.
Right.
And that was a whole speech given at
Yeah.
camp. So
Yep. Okay.
who wants to be privy to that? That's up to y'all.
Got it.
So, I think Marisol's gonna take a moment. She's gonna pause. The dots are gonna connect in her head. Just a little red string going from one place to another. Just gonna look down.
Marisol, what's your
Oh, go ahead.
intelligence score?
That's fair. The score or the modifier?
Score.
15.
Yeah, I'd say you can put the dots together.
Cool.
You know
Putting the dots together.
that Luce is, her family name is Glimmertide. She's addressed this person as, first name Glimmertide. So, yeah, you're able to put the dots together on this one.
Would I have also been able to put the dots together because of the whole speech and
What's your
history lesson with Adelan?
What's your intelligence modifier?
Modifier?
Intelligence score, sorry. Intelligence score.
12.
On a 12, I'm going to say it's maybe taking a wee bit more for you to get there.
Okay.
If you were left alone with it for maybe a good solid half hour, you'd probably go, shit, fuck, that's it.
Okay, gotcha.
Not
Can't
quite,
wait for that realization.
Not quite immediate jump like what Marisol was getting here.
Cool.
Just, look up, look down, think, look back up. Are you stupid?
Yes.
You lot have a really, really weird way of, being nice and then being incredibly mean.
I can understand, perhaps from your perspective, that is what's happening, but I assure you, you have created a much larger offense.
Well, I mean, it wasn't something I'd done intentionally, on purpose, or whatever I've done. I mean, I'll apologize.
I know,
for it, but
I feel like that makes it worse somehow. I don't actually know how to. I don't actually know how to proceed with this one. Let's just. I'll start here. Did you ever have a family at some point in your life?
that's not really something you should just outright ask a stranger.
It is. It is not, perhaps, but it does have a large bearing on what is happening right now.
Okay. Fine. Yes, I had a family. Why?
You had perhaps a child?
There's going to be no discussion about my child. That's not something I take kindly. So, if that's where you're going to intend on going with this, we part ways now. And I'll come back another time to find what I need.
Would you like some discussion to them, perhaps?
Oh, jeez. You don't by any chance have Sicalian blood in you, do you? Because you're really good at talking in riddles.
But I do.
I promise you it is not a riddle.
Well, I have no idea what you're getting at, so you're gonna have to...
Oh my god.
Listen, I really appreciate the healing and stuff, and, the saving.
I'm
of
starting
life.
to see where you get that from.
Right. I'm starting to feel like this is all incredibly aimed. Like, I have done nothing except ask for a bit of help. If I have upset people, then I have no idea what I have done. Okay? You're gonna have to give me some kind of very clear and concise wording so I can be aware of what I've apparently done to offend so many people by apparently breathing.
It's not that Okay, can you give me 2 seconds? I'm gonna go ask her how she wants me to handle this.
Shit, sure. Go. Do what you do. I guess I'll stand here with the confused one and the scaly one.
He'll
Bran,
get there eventually.
is the babbling still happening?
No.
Because the pet could talk to me telepathically and tell me everything that's happening.
Bless.
Please.
Bless
Please,
you.
with the
can.
weird dragon.
Also, Marisol, as you pass Ariel, he has that notebook out and it's just going.
So, am I allowed to interject at the point of hearing loose fucking off in the word glimmer tides?
I'd say, what's your intelligence
Bless
score?
11, though I do know the word glimmer tide from fighting with Luce.
Yeah, again, I'd say it's probably not something you're going to jump straight to. much like Ariel, you're probably going to take a wee bit of like chewing on it.
Research
yeah.
buddies.
Oh, ow!
Bless you.
It's at the point where my sinuses now hurt every time I sneeze. It's like my face just explodes a little bit every time I sneeze. So Marisol, you're going to speak to Luce.
Yes.
Okay. As you make your way back in, what would you? How do you want to bring this to Luce? How do you do this?
First of all, how is Luce looking right now? Are we tentacles over face screaming, or...
Bear in mind that Reaver and Echo are inside the building still as well. So
Yeah, what loose do we get? What what loose do we
shadows
get?
somewhere? Echo's reading all of the body language of I'm about to murk a motherfucker, but it's not like hostile. It's that frustration. It's just frustration.
Okay.
Reaver will immediately be able to clock that, like, there's a death grip on fucking Toot, but it is still, like, at the side. It's not, like, preparing to slash at somebody. It's just, like, it's petulant frustration. Like, the best way to put it for Reaver to recognize, it's whenever we were in the Deep Song Monastery and she just couldn't figure something out. It's like that frustration of like, I'm supposed to be good at this. I'm supposed to know this. It's very much that look.
Right.
Like full scowl, full like, I need to hit something kind of feeling. But none of it's hostile. It's very much the like, the bubbling. The, like, I can't do the thing. I can't say the words. Like,
something's up.
You could say that.
just
Who
turns
am I
to Maris
killing?
looking
As
down.
I'm just going to pick up the blade.
No one yet.
Feather will
We'll see how...
Feather will turn to look at Luce at this point blank. What's wrong? What's happened?
That's my fucking dad. He didn't recognize me.
Oh.
I'm just going to look at her. Not it. Not my shit. Put the blade back down.
Just looks at Marisol. Did you tell him?
I wanted to ask first. I did call him stupid.
I appreciate that. Do you realize now why I'm the way I am?
Yes, I also felt that very deeply.
Cool. You got to see it's generational. It's not just me.
Okay, so, genuinely, do you... well, he thinks we're just all being jackasses because you stormed off and then I asked him if he was stupid, which is fair, but I don't know what else to do with him. Do you want me to go out there and tell him? Do you want to tell him? Do you want us to forget this ever happened?
You're both being quite frantic. I could go out and tell him if you like, he says with half his chest hanging off.
Now is not the time for you to meet the other part of the father figure.
Okay, well...
Bullshit thing.
Can I point something out which may potentially make you want to finish off this equation here? Weren't you quite young when he last saw you?
I recognized him immediately. He didn't recognize me at all. He's a fucking idiot.
Haven't you seen
thought-
visions of him recently, though?
Yes.
Well, I don't think he's seen those of you. Could be fighting with an unfair advantage there, dear.
Oh, fine. Alright. You're right. You're very right.
I don't have to think he's right.
That is true. You don't have to think that. It does not change it as a fact, though.
I will handle this. I will handle this. And she's like switching languages, just saying, "I will handle this," running the gambit. And takes a deep breath in, deep breath out. Walks past the doorway. Fucking just looks at between like Morden and Ariel, who is still confused.
Yeah, there's still a bit to go to connect all those dots.
You see the notebook you gave him during the history.
He's going through the pages. Marisol, we was going to ask you a question. How similar are they?
When he didn't understand how he offended Luce, I asked him, "Did you have a family?" He said, "That's not the question you ask a stranger." I said, "Yes, but it's very pertinent to what happened. What is happening?" He goes, "Well, yes, I did." And I said, "Okay, you had a child?" And he goes, "No one will talk to me about my child." And I was like, "Okay, it's just kind of relevant here." And he was like, "I don't understand how it could possibly be relevant."
So I'm just going to be slowly putting the blade back up and just taking the whetstone off my body and just start to shape and go, "This is going to be a fun dance." And I'm going to say that out loud.
Yes, I
And I will say fun dance, like, and that might hopefully help with Lucid. They haven't left yet, but
she's just standing in that fucking doorway, staring down this man.
yeah.
Petulant frustration.
He just looks over Ariel's shoulders, looking at you. And Ariel, to you, is just going to... Are they always this standoffish?
Yeah.
That's an annoying characteristic to deal with.
Tell me about it.
Thank you.
Probably.
You're 80 feet away, so it's not necessarily the furthest away. You could probably hear it.
Do you want me to go with you over there?
No.
Okay.
No. And she's just going to raise her voice slightly. Look dead at this man from a distance.
Uh-huh.
And your words were, "It's very annoying to deal with," correct?
It's a very annoying characteristic to deal with.
And just repeat. "So that's a very annoying characteristic to deal with then, Daddy."
That's cocked. Okay. That's a very strange name to call someone you don't know.
Oh my
Well, I
dear.
mean, I apparently get it from you.
Look, I have no idea of the mind games you're trying to play here, but this is not amusing anymore.
For how long do you think they can do this?
Listen, as soon as I'm allowed to, I'm going to get involved in the fun way, and it's going to be the first three-way dance. It's going to be really cool. I might get broken to bits. Don't let Echo join in, but that's usually how Luce and I solve problems, so I imagine that's how they're going to solve this problem. But I'm really looking forward to it. Continuing just to keep sharpening the blades.
Feather at this point is...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Feather at this point has summoned his staff and is hobbled over towards the door and it's like, Luce is involved. Also, Luce is angry. We could be here for days.
You know, what is I think we just have to let them work it out.
Yep.
I think this is how they're gonna. I think we just gotta let them work it out. How they're gonna work it out.
Well, if he's anything like her, the angrier they get, the less sense they will be able to make of any situation. This could devolve into monosyllabic words.
The best kind of words. Now, am I allowed to join the dance or not?
It's really up to them at this point. But I bet yes.
I need to insight check real quick.
On who?
Take your pick.
Fucking everybody.
Okay. I'll
Passive of 18.
I'll give you. What's your passive insight?
I'm gonna make sure I'm right on this. 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
On an 18, I'm going to give you this. Feather is worried in the sense that he's usually worried when Luce is upset, but also slightly amused. Like, not that Luce is upset, more like, oh my god, they're glaringly similar. And, like, the more there is confusion about, like, exactly what is happening, it's like he gets just like, how much longer can this happen without him finding out? On an 18, I'd say that's a fairly good read. I don't think anybody is attempting to hide their emotions here. Marisol. Oh, Reaver, are you hiding your emotions? Yes, okay. So.
Also, who the fuck is it?
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
roll.
Yeah, it's no need to roll. Archie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, in that case, you would have to roll.
Archie wants a fucking fight.
You need to roll a deception check on that one if you're in.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, you rolled a 2. Yeah, you hide it about as well as, like, you know, flamingos apparently blend into the wild.
Yeah.
It's the worst
Archie's front
camouflage
seat.
I've ever heard of
Yeah.
in my life. How do we camouflage against water? Bright pink.
Yeah.
Marisol. What's Marisol's body language showing here?
So it sort of started off with, like, you know, a lot of panic, a lot of, like, this is certainly not what I expected. I didn't have to expect to meet anyone's parents. I don't know how to interact with parents. My parents are dead. I just assumed everyone else didn't have parents. We're all just full of fatherless behavior here.
And now you see why.
Oh my god! I want Marisol to be the new Batman and have that mentality. Like, my parents were killed in an alleyway, therefore everybody else's parents were killed in an alleyway.
Exactly.
Just get the entire.
Can you picture of every superhero from Batman and every villain all in the same origin story? They all went to see cats with their parents and they get shot dead in an alleyway behind the theatre. Just like
In the same alleyway. The body just piled up.
Piled up. The entire crew just needs T-shirts that says "fatherless behavior."
Fatherless behavior.
Breaking news: 1973, mass murder in the back of an alley of cats. Joe Chill was found with a fully automatic M4A1.
But eventually it sort of comes down to, and, like, watching them go back and, like, okay, at a certain point I actually want to see how long it is going to take for this to click for this man.
Okay, so would you also say that Marisol was slightly amused?
A little bit amused, a little bit worried.
Okay, that's the read you get, Selkie.
I still need and the reason I'm saying I still need is because Echo's moving for this.
Okay.
Echo comes out of hiding for. Echo's come out of hiding to insight check you, motherfuckers.
The love is going.
Echo's like, I can't deal with what I did. Wait, there's drama?
Wait, hold the fuck up.
So it's less of the there's drama and more of threat. Everything's a threat. So Echo needs to get a read on Malith, Ariel, Luce, and definitely, you know, Luce is now proclaimed father.
Malith is
Father.
Malith is shocked and silent.
Ariel is, it's very obviously pouring through that notebook, and it's like that there's something on the tip of their tongue, but they can't get to it yet, but pieces are slowly just starting to be put together, but it's not
She
quite
just
there yet.
called him Dad!
To be
Well,
fair, she just
intelligence.
called him Daddy, and that
Yeah.
could mean so many
It
different
could mean
things.
so many
Yeah,
things.
that's true.
With the harem Luce is acquiring, it could mean a lot of things.
It could.
So yeah, it's almost there. It's not there just yet.
This group is the Animaniacs, I hope you all know.
Hello, nurse.
Luce is just petulantly frustrated still. This is gonna continue.
I'm gonna say
It's
this.
like
I'm gonna say this one. And I hope that Diamond is okay with me making this comparison. What you will get from the insight check is Luce and this person who is apparently their dad have like. To you, whose sense of perception is fairly limited in the sense of you don't see details of facial expressions, it could be seen as quite annoying how similarly they stand.
She is her father's daughter.
Yeah, so they're the same height, and based on the fact that Luce, is quite an active person, they're a melee combative fighter. They've got quite a decent build. So does their dad. So they've got a fairly similar body type, and yeah, they both have what you would perceive as strands of flesh for hair. So yeah, it could be at the point where you're going, right, I'm going to need somebody to be more specific about which one is which.
Oh!
Until you get
Okay.
closer, and then you can pick up the nuances around about them, like their taste and whatnot. So, but from the distance away of being at the front door, yeah, it could be very understandable for you to be mildly annoyed by going, why is there two Luces? I need this explained.
There's just like a bolt of frustration and confusion for a moment. Just like, why? I need that read.
Oh, Luce, what's your body language giving, or are you hiding? Or what are you
Not
talking
Luce. Luce is dad.
about? Oh, the exact same as Luce.
Oh,
That was me.
that's what you meant.
That was me
Okay.
giving you the read. It could
Yeah.
be very annoying for you to see that they are standing and behaving almost the same way. Pure childish petulance is what is going on here. Like,
Let me fight him.
honestly, I'm so surprised that she didn't go like, "You're my dad." His answer would be, "Nuh-uh." Fuck you mean, nuh-uh?
Fuck you mean, nuh-uh. Your Honor, my client claims oopsie daisy.
Oh my god, I hate that phrase.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that was the read. I do apologize. I should have been more specific.
No, you're all good. That makes so much more sense now.
It was a 2-for-1 read.
It was.
2-for-1 special. Okay, so with those reads, is there anything you want to do now, or can I go to Luce and then come back as it advances?
You go on.
Okay, cool. We go to you, Luce.
Yes.
Like the exact same attitude. The only thing that's different about you guys is your voices. That is it. The stance is the same. The attitude is the same. Like even like when you notice he's given the same attitude as you, and you screw up your face, like that's annoying how similar we are. And then he's like, "What are you making that face at me for?" He makes the same face of annoyance at you, making that face of annoyance at him. Like
They're going to kill each other.
She continues. She's just like, I think I understand why Mama was always so frustrated with you. You're kind of just an idiot. I think I get it from you.
okay, that one.
Oh god!
The last person that spoke about my wife like that is currently huddled in a corner somewhere, stuck in some little belief that they are a 5-year-old girl. So let me tell you right now, you be careful where you tread when you talk about the greatest woman I ever met in my life.
Oh, good. At least you recognize her and still love her. But you can't do the same for your own damn daughter.
My daughter.
Before you do anything, let me introduce myself to you in the simplest fucking terms. Hi, my name is Melusine Glimmertide, the daughter of Visera and Moradin Glimmertide. You fucking douchebag. and she's gonna go back inside.
He's going to yell at you, pick up the sword.
Just
Reaver, here they go. Here they go.
Literally, just the whetstone just like finishes, blade flicks out. I'm like, I'm ready.
Feather's face immediately.
Oh
feel like
shit!
Feather's face immediately goes, oh no.
Ariel very suddenly just, oh shit!
Ariel, you should come inside. You don't want to be in the middle of this.
Yeah, appreciate that. Heading in, Captain. Great to meet you. Good luck. I'm gonna.
He pays no attention to you as you say that. He's looking at. There's now. Echo. Now you can tell the difference, because where Luce has anger and frustration, his has turned into like trepidation. There's a bit of a tremble, and I'd say at the moment curiosity. Okay. But yeah, he's yelled at you, Luce, to pick up the sword.
just gonna turn back around and look at him. And Echo will read a mix of that same frustration simmering still, but it now has this flavor of heartbreak. It's like, because she still has the shield on her arm, she still has Tooth at her side that is now spinning in her hand. And Reaver will recognize that as something she does when she's contemplating something. It's what she used to do with her short sword before asking Reaver to dance. And she's just gonna look at him and say, last time I did something one of y'all told me to do, which was to run, I didn't see you until now, and now you still don't fucking see me.
If what you're telling me is true, there are reasons for what we told you to do. Now, first, before I tell you anything, I need to know you're telling the truth. So pick up that sword.
Just gonna look towards the group.
I'm just gonna float through the party, get in out the door, Spectre mode, and just be like, looking for a good one.
As you turn around, you will easily see it on the ground. There's a wee pile of his belongings that were taken to ensure, and there's a longsword in a sheath. You can recognise the hilt on it.
Still a fucking petulant child. Feather will be able to recognize who's in the pilot's seat right now, because it's Melusine. It's like the child that she was whenever she had to basically learn how to survive. It's her, then meeting Drift, but being alone in those points in time. And she's just gonna look at this pile of weapons and just gather them up and walk out, stand next to wherever the fuck Archie is deciding to do the I'm ready dance, and just toss them on the ground.
There's a kind of like, as you toss them, he like does like that, as if in some way you can catch them, and then pick up the sword.
Are we dancing or are we fighting?
If I wanted to fight, we would be fighting. But I am taking everything you said with the pinch of salt that it deserves, and I am giving you a chance here. Now, this is the last time I'm going to ask you. Prove what you've told me is true. Pick up the sword. And at this point, as he says it, there's almost like desperation in his voice.
A sigh. put Tooth on her belt, and then pick up the sword.
Now draw it.
Fine. And then draws it. Or
And
attempts to, because Malice said it's broken.
it comes out easily. No stopping it whatsoever. As it comes out, it's the blade that you've seen. What you know now to be one of the lost pieces of what Atalan had when he went into the Black Ocean. As you draw, that blade you have seen, which you do not know its name, you do not know its capabilities, you just know Atalan had it when he went into the depths. And you draw that. There's no blinding flash of light, there's no clap of thunder, there's no trumpets and, heavenly chorus. There's no sound at all. But he's gonna use a bonus action. I need to see the specifics of it, but yep. Okay. Yeah, so and like a spring, like with his toes, like in the ball of his foot, not like a full foot strength, and just like a spring, he clears the 80 feet between you and him, as he's going to bonus action psionic leap, so like straight to you and just tackles you in this hug.
Ah, yes, it's my turn now, apparently.
And he's going to speak to you, and he's going to speak to you specifically in Sicalian.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to you, "We thought we'd lost you. We didn't think we could." Your mother and I have looked for you for so long. I thought the worst. I didn't want to believe, because when you believe, you're opening yourself up for a whole load of hurt.
How is Luz taking this so far? Because I don't understand Sicalian, and I just watched my dancing partner get tackled. Ha! So I'm like, fists? Kill? Huh? How is I need to know, Luz, because I don't want to ruin the moment, but I'm like, need something.
I mean, unless Luce is hiding their body language, Echo has a fairly good read on emotional swell.
Melusine doesn't hide body language, like, at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very much, like, as the tentacles have always been very expressive.
Mm-hmm.
As, like, just Luce is very much like, speak with your body, don't speak with words, because words are complicated.
Uh-huh.
The minute he moves, it was tension. It was, great, I'm gonna have to kill my dad with a sword. Magic sword. That my other dad is looking for. Weird. Lots of dad issues. Just compounding and pounding. And then it's, while he's speaking, it's like, that grip on the sword loosens, but she's still holding it, and it's hearing that, like, they thought she was dead. And they basically gave up hope, and knowing that she also gave up hope that they would ever find her. and it's just this like neutral, sad body language. And it's kind of the like she'll try to comfort him. And then whenever looking and just turns to look at Reaver and shakes the head, no. And then just kind of like pulls back from him and just, I never stopped hoping one of y'all would find me. I didn't think that you had stopped. But I was found by somebody else. The person that originally, this thing, and kind of just like moves the sword still in hand a little bit, originally belongs to. Took me in, kept me safe, learned how to fight. Met that one, kind of just like elbow motioning to Reaver. Got thrown in jail because we got framed. Escaped jail. Went to Razor Citadel via Mist Whale that a dumb prince managed to break us out of jail with. Returned an artifact to a place that had Scalian shit. Found Mama's name on a door. Went through a fucky wucky portal. Ended up in the place where Mama used to work. Where everybody's fucking dead. Thought maybe she might have died there as well. Place has also been cleaned the fuck out. And then she's kind of giving this very abridged, very short summary of how she got here. Including the lich boyfriend. And just ends it by saying, yeah, that I almost killed my fucking boyfriend. And then you show up. So I'm glad Reaver didn't kill you.
Is you replying to Kalian or Common?
Common.
Cool. The thumbs up will be to the... glad we didn't give it like... Can we dance later, though?
I don't know how to dance.
It's whenever it's sparring.
Oh,
It's friendly fighting.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Like right,
Yes.
right, okay.
Yeah.
I would not want to hurt you, Mr. Was it Ripper? You said Ripper.
Raver.
Reaver.
I'll just build it back up again. I'm just literally going to take my own head off and put it back down.
I always have found Wreckborn so unnerving.
Oh, I love them. I'm really good with dead things.
You have to see the ones that are down here. They're very creepy. And he's going to look. He's going to like point to Marisol and be like, and you didn't talk, and now you talk.
Yes, it has been quite the journey.
Okay. Congratulations on finding your vocal stability.
Thank you.
I will say the only thing that Luce left out was Echo, but it was more of a, we met a new friend in a hole. New friend came with us. New friend is a little strange.
You look to Ariel
Not
and be
giving-
like, and you are a witch.
Yeah. I don't know anything else. Apparently, I don't know a lot about my past, so.
I've met a few witches. You seem to be at least the politest of the ones I've met.
I like to think I am. I mean, I'm better than what my upbringing was. That's all I can say.
He's gonna look round at Echo and be like, "Hello."
Back in his voice. Hello.
Oh no, that is incredibly unnerving.
Echo, want to learn a new word?
Echo's gonna move up a little bit. Look at Luce's dad and go, okay.
Luce teaches Echo the word for idiot in Sicalian.
Is going to repeat it in Luce's dad's voice.
And your friend does what?
Very efficient at what they do. The best at what they do,
He's
honestly.
going to screw up his eyes and look at you, Echo, and go like, do you hang about by the Dead Straits by any chance?
And what if we do?
I have heard about you, your kin, possibly.
That's just us.
Then I have heard about your work. I am a fan.
Thank fuck. That's me as a player, by the way, not as a thing. I'm like, I don't want to have to fight Luce's dad to protect Echo. Please no.
Echo does this thing where it's like, I'm a fan. And Echo just goes down, just like, what does that mean?
I am an appreciator of the work you do.
We do a lot of work.
I am an appreciator of the work that you do specifically in the streets. Then he'll turn, he'll look at Feather and just be like, Lich. Feather goes, that's certainly one way people address me, yes. Most call me Feather. Hello. And he just kind of, well, that no. And then just turns right back to Euless. And he basically explains to you that over the course of like the, you know, the first 10 or so years after they told you to run and you ran, they would hear tales of like kids with Sicalian blood being found in places, and they would go there and then, you know, not you, and then they would go to another and not you, and then after a while he just couldn't do it anymore. There was always a little bit of him that hoped that maybe one day, but he didn't actively look anymore. He just went around seeing to the situation that brought what happened around. He stops after that and he'll kind of look at you still holding the sword and like, so you say you were found by the owner of that sword?
Adelan. Last hero. Last king of the Sea Elves before the Sea Elves became the Deep Elves. And the Sea Elves, Deep Sea Elves, and all
Yeah,
that
so
shit.
I'm familiar with the... He kind of chuckles a little bit. I'm very familiar. Is he alive?
He's a wreckborn.
Oh, that explains so much. In my excavations and my investigations, I found a body, but I didn't find a head. So I couldn't make any kind of set, you know, identifications. But Wreckborn would make a lot of sense. First off, this thing that you fought here, did you check the surroundings of that? And he points into the building. Like, Did you find a key anywhere in there at all?
We didn't look for one. It kind of mind controlled myself, and I kind of stabbed my boyfriend multiple times.
Oh. And
then stabbed it multiple times. Real good at stabbing.
Definitely sound like your mother.
Bran, my pet has brought the head of that thing, when he talks about it, has just brought it straight to Moradin and just dropped it.
It kind of looks like, oh. And then he says in Sicilian, he says, Shadowral, it did not treat you well. And he just kind of like, he doesn't move, but the head rolls away from him. He's going to use telekinesis to push the head away from him. That was a friend of your mother's. Was being the operative word.
This is why I'm magically stupid, because shit like that happens.
Magically stupid? What the fuck does magically stupid mean?
I don't fuck with magic. That's Feather's job, and Marisol's job, not Echo's job? Looks at Echo.
My fucking favourite thing so far has been like, that's Feather's job, and Marisol's job, and... Echo job? like,
this is the first time Lucy's ever seen Echo cast magic.
At this point, still nobody knows what Echo's deal is. Like, everybody's just like, what the fuck do you do?
Everything.
At this point, Echo could like, I'm going to bonus action rage, and people would just go, cool, makes sense. Yep, just makes sense.
Yep.
Flurry
of blows.
I want at one point Echo to just be played as just taking one level in every single class.
No, not the soup.
Soup.
Good
The
soup.
Ugh.
I gotta say, my favorite thing whenever Luce would be like, yeah, that's Feather's job and that's Marisol's job. Every time Luce lists off the magic users, it doesn't say Ariel.
I wasn't there.
It's the funniest thing to me for some reason.
Ariel's just
It's
like
so
Ariel's
dumb.
just like stooping lower into it. Yep, let's go. I don't need mentioned. I'm not important.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
need
like, so like, what the fuck am I? Chopped liver?
this.
Continues, like, Reaver, I think, does... I don't know, Reaver just kills shit. Maybe with magic. I don't fucking know anymore.
And then it's just one of those, are you serious?
Then Ariel causes problems with magic. So, like, magically stupid.
Right, okay. This used to be a Cicalia by the name of Shadral. And she had a real, thing for the mind. She studied a branch of, I guess you could call it magic, called psionics. And she wanted to study the effects of a type of metal called orichalcum on psionic capabilities. But your mother warned her that, delving into that could lead to dangerous things. She obviously delved too deep, and whatever it was corrupted her. But she has a key, and there's a vault, and I need the keys to that vault.
Is it
So,
Vault in Deep Salt Monastery?
that's one of them, but it's not the vault that I'm looking for. Or not the vault that I need the keys for. However, the keys will work in all three vaults, but that's not the one that I am intending on aiming for.
I have one.
Did you take it from someone you killed, or did you find it?
They were already dead, correct? We found it in the fucking tower, and everyone was dead.
Yeah,
correct.
and you found it on the body of what was supposed to be like a I guess you would say like door guard, clerk kind of thing. Evidently somebody who was somebody on the inside of Cephalophore rather than somebody who was, you know, present in their full standing. Evidently they had like a job within this tower and they were feeding information to the organisation your mother was a part of.
Yeah, no, we found it on a dead guard and picked it up there.
Can I see the key?
I don't fucking trust you. No.
Each key has a signifier on it to who it belongs to.
If I show you the key, will you fight Reaver later in a friendly fight?
Fine, but, you know, if I break his mind, it's not my fault.
Reaver?
I just wanted a blade fight. What the fuck's this with mind shit? No magic. Dancing.
It's bigger
But
than
I'll-
bad.
But I do want to know about that mind stuff later. I want to know if you can teach someone to protect against it.
There are items that you can get that will protect you against psionic capabilities, if that's what you're asking about.
You got any?
Not with me, but at my home I have some.
Okay. If you don't want to fight me, I'll take one of those.
Fine, I'll fight you.
Okay. I mean, I killed a lot of things to keep your darling daughter safe.
You did 'cause it
Including a
was
megalodon.
fun.
Shut up, Luce.
Shut up, Reaver! She will pull up the key. Key is, in fact, in the bosom. This is the safest place to put something valuable.
He'd like... Oh. Okay. And he'll take the key, and he looks it over. And then he kind of clutches it and he kind of sighs. This key belonged to the youngest of your mother's organisation. The name was Tritic. They were good. It's a shame that they're dead.
They
Fine.
were killed by some kind of thing that exploded into a bunch of eels. That was disguising itself. And it was weird. Tried to cast an illusion to make it look like a child Cicalian. One of our former crewmates died during that. But, yeah, it was, we weren't there whenever it killed everybody. So, we came in the aftermath.
Right. Well, it sounds like you missed quite the event.
Yeah, but we
Where-
got the encore.
Where was this key when you found it?
On a body of a guard in Cephalophore Tower.
So Cephalophore Tower is empty.
As far as we could tell, it was fucking empty.
And there's a
Granted,
chance that
we
they
didn't-
there's a chance they haven't found the vault yet.
We didn't go searching for it. We already found the one that's in Deep Song Monastery. Like-
Deep Song Monastery is small compared to what's in Cephalophore Tower. With this key, with my key, and with the key that hopefully will be somewhere located within Shatteral's belongings, we have 3 keys.
Out of 8.
Yep.
And y'all just, like, scribe or do the magic finding spells on people that you're looking for?
He's gonna hold up his hand and show a ring, which has like an amethyst jewel on it, shaped like a brain. And he's going to go, that would be a really, really good thing to do if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, they all wear these.
Of course they do.
First thing people from Cephalophore are going to do to try and find you, scry you. This stops that from happening. Okay.
Do you know anything about the silverfish? You know that name?
I am aware of who the silverfish is, yes. How do you know the silverfish?
We might have met
Yeah.
the silverfish.
Good met, or you owe them money met?
I'm gonna kill them.
Raver's gonna kill them. No, the silverfish is a Scalian child.
I know they're a Sicalian. They are definitely not a child. They've got something in common with your boyfriend there.
Looks at Feather.
Feather immediately just like puts his hand up and goes, I've never met them in my life. I just...
Back at Morden, it's like, they're a fucking lich.
I don't think they're quite on a lich, but they are prolonged unnaturally.
Ow. Almost endeared them to me for just a small minute, and that's gone and passed. All right. Well, we're basically on our way to depart.
Okay.
I gotta find fucking Coldo. And oh, do you know Coldo too?
I do know Coldo. He works for me.
I'm gonna fucking smack Coldo. I'm gonna just smack him. And is gonna yell, Malith, I'm no longer smacking you.
Malith is here.
You know Malith?
Yeah, I know Coldo. Coldo trained Malith.
Malith, I'm still gonna smack you.
That was so short-lived.
You dodged it for a second, buddy.
I will deal with that sniveling little guppy in a minute.
Coldo
Okay.
trained me.
So Coldo knew who you were.
Not to my knowledge. Coldo knows me as Sinvestra, because I didn't want to spout my name about. I met Coldo like 50, 60 something years ago.
Well, thank the gods above you got your mother's brains. Right. Okay. So Coldo didn't know who you were. That explains why he didn't turn around and say, hey, by the way, I found this. Why are you going to kill the silverfish? Can I just ask this? Is this something to do with any going to gesture towards Echo?
Why? And that's gonna get actual, like, the eyes glow.
Raver, please do not kill my father.
I'm not gonna kill your dad.
Well,
Echo, that's a fucking lie, 100%.
I don't know specifically about them, but through working with the Tide, I have seen the ones who make things like them. The silverfish is involved in it.
Ariel, your parlay idea's done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just
no,
gonna do
yeah.
Great
I
murder.
figured. Yeah,
All right.
I'm behind you on that plan.
Oh, all right. No, we're going to depart. Hopefully, the plan was to make contact with the Deep Tide, with using Coldo as my end, because Coldo's fucking hiding in Deep Tide somewhere probably.
That would make sense. People are trying to kill him.
Just mother of pearl. Is what I was told. We'll watch seldom. It's compromised. It's not safe there. According to him.
Mother of Pearl is a code. It's a code that went among, pretty much anybody that worked in the black market. And he's going to make a history check to try and remember. Okay, cool. It's been a while since I ran the tide. Pearl is like a special access, mother of, I can't remember entirely. Mother of either means a relation, like you gain access to something through a relation, or you gain access to something because it belongs to you. I can't remember which one. Did he tell you who you have to give this message to?
Of course fucking not.
Right, okay. I don't even know who's in charge of the tide anymore, so that's useless on that one.
Or apparently one of the ones who is in charge of it is supposed to be in Deep Heart somewhere, and Mouth is gonna hopefully lead us to a location that he's not supposed to know.
Well, you have me on that one. I made new acquaintances, which took me away from the tide.
Is that why I got a vision of you fighting some weird creatures and almost got your head taken off?
Yeah, what you saw me fighting were corrupted.
I hate that.
Corrupted as in the foul rot?
No. The rot are a problem, but they're not verging too far out of their usual territory, so they're not a major problem for us just now. No, the corrupted are desperate folks who are trying to hear a song. But it's a song you can only hear coming from a particular substance. A particular substance called Royal Orichalcum. It's dangerous. If you see it, don't go near it. Stay away from it.
It hums to you, doesn't it?
Hums to you, sings to you. And if it gets a hold
Yeah,
of
we've
you,
seen it.
well,
So
Lewis-
weapons made of it, Reaver.
How much are we to trust this one?
Is your brain scrambled by magic?
who,
You
me?
wanted to kill them a minute ago. Well, yes.
If I wanted to get this information I'm asking you about politely, I could just scramble all of your brains and take it.
Okay. It's just, you're a lot alike. So, you might be distrustful of each other. Just wanted to check. You even asked about the key. Give me that slack, Lewis.
I didn't correct you.
Can we try something?
Echo, please do not
Go.
eat my father.
That would be counterproductive to literally everything you're trying to do.
I know. I just need to say it for the safeguard of my own sanity. I trust you, so.
Echo. Echo will move forward
Mhm.
and will hold out their hands.
Am I going to have these hands still attached after this?
There's not 100% chance, but probably.
Okay. And he puts his hands in your hands.
So, I'm gonna try to do something a little fucky wucky here.
Okay, we like fucky wucky. How fucky wucky?
It's gonna need its own ruling, fucky wucky.
Oh, okay. I love this kind of fucky wucky. What do you need?
So, Echo is going to be trying to, for lack of a better term, scrap some stuff together. Because they're going to be wanting to use two things in tandem with one another, which is why they're touching.
Okay.
One, they want to, since now they have that connection, what is his name?
Moradin.
Moradin. Keep forgetting. Now that they have that connection with Moradin, there's that one-way track where Moradin can now feel Echo's emotions and everything.
Uh-huh.
Two, between the ring they have, and their insight and their reading people, their goal with this contact is to get a read on him when they ask a question.
Okay. Is this a ring on like lie detector sense? Like when you say
it is specifically a ring of truth telling.
Oh, okay, cool. Does that work with the ring of mind shielding? Because I know the ring of mind shielding has a fucky wucky mode with things.
Why I've been staring at it since you went, hey, I've got this, and I was like, that's the thing I'm looking for.
Ring of mind shielding. Let's see.
Because part of why Echo wants to have the physical contact is because they don't read a person's mind. They read their body.
While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. And they can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it.
It's not magic. Even if we even if the ring counts as magic, if we discount that, what Echo does is not magic.
Oh, I know what Echo does is not magic. I know that. Okay, cool. Right. So, with the contact, what we'll do is we'll treat this like a combination of an insight check and the scrying spell. So, you have contact, we'll call that a 1 degree. You're not familiar with the person or his being.
Not this person, but you described him and Luce very similar.
Yes, so to that extent, I'm allowing to make those two cancel each other out. So no change on that level. Let's call this an insight check versus a disadvantage deception from him, and you'll get a +5 to your insight. Again, treating it like
addition to what I already have?
Yes. So like the scrying spell, so different things give you different modifiers and such to the roll that's meant to be made. So he'll roll at disadvantage. You will roll an insight check. To beat his deception, you will have a +5 to your insight.
Okay.
2 15s. 15 plus... Where is your stat block? Okay, found it. We will be yes, Diamond. What was your total?
33.
That beats the 21 that they had. So, you now have a basic understanding, or a fairly good grasp actually, of how his body reacts to certain stimuli, which means that you can probably get a decent read on if he is being truthful or if he's hiding things.
As Echo keeps that contact, and since Reaver / Archie can feel what Echo does rather than emotion now, it's blank. There's nothing.
Okay. Don't like that.
And Echo, while still staring at Morden, will ask, "What should we ask him?"
Are they a threat to Echo? Because they know a lot about you.
We'll ask, are you a threat to us?
I don't intend to harm any of you. If you wish for me to answer specifically verbatim as to how you're asking, I do not perceive myself to be a threat to any of you at this moment in time.
Other questions?
What do I need to do to get one of those rings?
Find someone willing to make one. Find somebody selling them.
From you, what's your price?
Not something you can pay.
I'm gonna look at Luce as like help.
Daddy, name your price.
The key that you have. And the location of this Wreckborn, who is apparently Atalan.
What are you gonna do to Drift? Drift is out of land.
I don't intend to do anything to him. I want to talk to him.
Fine.
Before we agree, will you tell anyone about Drift's location?
Absolutely not. It would be, like you said, it would be going against the reason I want to speak to him.
How long would it take to get the ring?
You say you're on the way to Deepheart. My home is in Deepheart. He's going to look to you, Luce, and say, your home is in Deepheart.
Home was in Cephalor.
Your mother's estate was in Cephalor.
So your estate is in Deepheart.
Technically, because of how deep elf heritage passes, it belongs to you.
Alright.
I'm believed to be dead, so...
I mean, I'm believed to be dead, apparently. I mean, this is why some fucking good dead things. I'm fine with this. You can keep the key. I'll tell you where Drift is. We need to sleep, because Feather took over. fuck ton of damage from me. And I think I need to maybe smack something. That's fine. Are you going with us to Deep Heart? Or are you going somewhere else?
Well, I hadn't really banked on surviving past coming here and dealing with Shadral. So, I guess now I will be heading to Deep Heart.
Alright. The key is yours.
Echo's just gonna go. Any final questions before we let go?
Are you gonna tell Mama I'm alive?
As soon as I find out where she is, yeah.
Oh, she's missing? Alright, that's
That's why I'm looking for the keys.
alright. That makes sense. I don't have any more questions.
I do, but it's nothing too important. You're available for a conversation later. I have a couple.
Wait, I lied. I have one more question. Ariel, what the fuck's your daddy's name again?
Did I ever get a name?
You did. I can get it for you.
Appreciate it. I think I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't have my notebook.
You're gonna have to bear with me while I flick through these notes.
We didn't do that next time, but like that's just gonna be her question.
Gilliard.
Yeah, yes. Gilliard. Don't know a last name.
Oh, Gilliard. Yeah. Estate outside the walls of Deep Heart. He used to own land, and he maintained a structure of a kelp farm.
Yeah.
And it says that in very much a way of like, yeah, he ran a kelp farm.
Drug dealer. Got it.
No. More like yeah, the kelp farm was definitely what it looked like on the outside.
I mean, I've been told he ran more than that.
Oh, he definitely did. We used to go to him all the time for any time we needed enchantments or spells to be broken down. Oh, he was easily one of the most powerful spellcasters I've ever met in my life.
Wait. What?
Ariel, later. My question becomes, is that my cousin? And points to Ariel.
We are not related to the Gilliards whatsoever.
I was like, fuck. Wait. Is that the last name, or?
Yeah. Gilliard's surname.
You see, like, and you all see, like, Ariel is processing for, like he was told something immense. He's just. Ariel Gilliards. Wow.
But
you.
no, we are not related to them. But if that's all your questions,
I mean, it can be later, but
I am gonna bring up real quick that it's not all of Echo's questions, and I don't want to do that tonight.
Yeah.
okay. So then, I guess in that sense, if there's more that people want to do, but they feel it will encroach past our 4-hour limit, because we are verging on that,
yeah.
what I will do is we will draw a line and we'll do it as the okay, let's get into this, and then to be continued.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll draw the line. We'll put it as a getting into the conversation, and then we can make that the beginning of next session. Alrighty. So,
Coolly.
with it being brought into Ariel's conversation about his family, I'll pen it under, in case you think of more to come up on that. We'll put it there. Okay. Then with that being where it's drawn, we'll call that a hard stop, so that we can just pick it up naturally for beginning next session. Okay. That's where we're going to wrap it for today, folks, so that we can get all the information that we can while we've got the human lie detector set up. Thank you very much for everybody coming to see us today. If you like what you've seen today, please do go and check out our other campaigns that we do have. Some of the campaigns are coming to a close fairly soon, and we are going to be still bringing out more shows, but we are definitely branching into other TTRPGs. There is definitely a Dragon Age TTRPG campaign in the works. I have the basic idea for what I'm doing. But that will be coming up very soon. If you want to see any kind of updates we've got, go and check out all of our social medias. We're on everything at World Tree Quests. Yeah, that's about that. I'm going to pass on over to my cast now and let them plug anything that they would like to plug. So we'll start with yourself, Kyle. Anything you want to plug at all?
Not this week, because if you want to find me on like SPG, you can see the other episodes. But I do know that one of our players is not feeling too well, so I'm gonna just leave it for them next time.
Okay. What about yourself, Selkie? Anything you would like to plug at all?
You'll find my socials. You'll find them.
Okay. Denny, anything that you want to plug quickly?
My Etsy is Magpie Finds Jewelry. My TikTok is Lawless Aries Cosplay. And that's all.
No worries. Tom, anything you want to plug at all quickly?
Hi, I'm Delma Warlock. I'm excited to be seen on the internet. Check out my link tree. You find all the other actual players I'm in with, and some of them with some other members of this lovely cast. Go check it out.
And last and most certainly not least, Madness. Anything for yourself at all?
Hiya, I'm Madness Diamond. You can call me Diamond since you saw me go through so much fucking character development in such a short bit of time. You can find all my socials at beacons.ai/Madness Diamond. I'm Madness Diamond now on all fucking socials. And I will be posting about basically one-shots I'll be in, and all the charity stuff I'm doing coming soon. And that's pretty much me. You'll also see me in a podcast very soon with the lovely Selkie Cove.
Fantastic. We look forward to seeing that. Well, if that's everything from my cast, then that's everything from me. So that's everything from us. Thanks for coming to see us today, guys. I've been your DM of Doom, Son of Asgard, or World Tree Quest here on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. With me today, we've had Just Kyle, we've had Selkie Cove, we've had Lawless Aries Cosplay, we have had That One Warlock, and we've had Madness Diamond. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night, stay safe. If you have traumatic parental backstories, please make sure your parents don't act too much like you. It can be infuriating to the party. Also, do not pull a finny. Good night, folks. Good night.